Hello, glorious, wonderful people of the Roll4It lands. We have returned with another episode of Project Morana.
Morana.
Guess what timeline we're in now? Not the one where Marie smacks someone in the head with a pan.
Spoilers!
Spoilers
That
for the
happened
last episode.
But it hasn't happened yet. That's several years in the future.
But before we get into what's going on in this timeline, which, you know, there's some dating, maybe some relationships, some babies. Totally nothing bad's gonna happen. It's gonna be great.
Some ghosts.
Yeah, you know.
That's who I'm dating. I'm dating one Jala.
They are attached to
Loving
you.
Loving husband, for sure.
Yeah, but his family's gone. They're out of the picture. Yeah, he sent
You
them away.
gotta start your new family this time.
Yeah.
Rebound.
Me and one Jala.
But before we get to Nate's rebounds, we have our sponsor to thank. Thank you, Roll20, for sponsoring today's episode.
Episode.
I don't know. I can't talk. I need to breathe. Okay.
Bomb from the episode.
Thank you for sponsoring today's episode. If you're curious how we do our rolls or our character sheets or maps that we've done in previous games with cool lighting, we've even done things where like the screen updates and stuff like that. It's wild. It's all through Roll20. So you too can do it. And you can also make your own character sheets if you're making your own game or if you're doing something custom. So if you're looking for a place to play with your friends online, we highly recommend it. We do get asked a lot how you do the thing, and this is how we do it. Roll20. It also has like camera and microphone features added into it too. You can use those as well. We also have merch. You can check it out at designbyhumans.com/shop/roll4it. Head on over there and get yourself some wonderful merch. A cozy sweater and a mug for some hot cocoa. You know you want to. And also share it with us on social. We'd love to see our merch being worn. And beyond that, we would like to thank our supporter today, Thunder Cabbage. Thank you, Thunder Cabbage, for supporting today's episode. And if you would like to become a supporter like Thunder Cabbage, you can head on over to our Patreon and become a legend here above. And not only does that give you access to all the cool things, and it also gives you access to a private GM'd game by one of our cast members, which is always fun. And we also have a whole slew of other goodies out there, like the after show that we record after this that gives you little tidbits on things. Oh, by the way, spoiler for you all, we did do some rolling to upgrade our stats. So that did happen. We did not do that in an after show, herpa, but we did it. So if you're like, why is the stats change? That's why, probably. And we also have a whole bunch of other stuff up there, and maybe we'll get a new map when that needs updating, because there's been a map that's been posted as well, and all kinds of other goodies. You can also subscribe to us right here live on Twitch, or even if you're not live, you can go to twitch.tv/roll4it and subscribe to us over there, and that gets you access to our VODs in advance as well as emotes. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can use your Amazon Prime to subscribe to us, which is super duper handy. So you should do that because it's free. Otherwise, it just gets used by Jeff Bezos just gets the money. So if you don't use it, you lose it type of situation. Also, you can become a YouTube member over our YouTube channel, and that gives you access to some of our emotes as well. And whether you're a YouTube member, a Twitch subscriber, or Patreon supporter, you get access to our private Discord where we talk about the things. There has definitely been theories and thoughts about stuff, especially with what's been going on with VTM. So, beyond that, we understand not everybody can support us monetarily, and there are tons of free ways to support us, like watching us here live on Twitch, making clips, because you can only do while we're live. We really appreciate the clips. We love them. Thank you so much. You can also watch over on YouTube, subscribe, like, and comment over there. I try to interact with people, so if you leave a comment, you may get a response from us. Also follow us on Twitter and Facebook, or X and Facebook, whatever. Like, share, reshare, comment, all of those things. It super duper helps us. And with that, I'm going to zip it and toss it over to the one and only our keeper, Kelly.
That's me. Oh boy.
Mhm.
All right. The date is Friday, February 17th, 1995. The time is 10:09 p.m. and we are in Benjamin Thorne's dorm room. He is rushing around looking for movies and sort of digging through the various piles that have been formed on any flat surface within. And Laura, you are sitting on the bed with an open envelope full of a stack of papers that you've sort of been reading through that lists the conditions of Benjamin's parents' will. There's a long list of antiques, vehicles, heirlooms, and miscellaneous stuff that is labeled. There's a home that has been sold off and given to his mom's sister. And you have just gotten to the section of a monetary value, which combination of savings and life insurance and liquidated assets comes to roughly $875,000. And as you get to that number, you hear Ben speak up and look over and see him holding some VHS cases in his hand. And he says, I think the changeling might be in your dorm. And Ghost. I don't really want to go get it. I was looking forward to that.
I can go get it.
Why don't we just... No. I mean, if all of our stuff was together and, maybe we lived together, things would be easier to access.
You mean like... Oh, we can't... It's the middle... Wait. You mean like halfway through the year? Or
the end of the month. I saw someone moving out of Andy and Marie's building.
For real, you want to live with me?
I mean, we kind of spend every night together anyways. I mean, I can sell art. A few people on the team asked for commissions once they saw Nate's thing, and I don't know, I could probably get a few other students that want stuff, and you can work on your music and become a hacker or something.
I might be on my way. Do you want to look at this? And I kind of hold up the piece of paper. I mean, I would like to. Yes, I will work more shifts in the sub building. I think we should go look at the apartment, see how we feel.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think that sounds amazing, honestly.
He drops the cassettes and just rushes over and grabs the side of your head and kisses you.
I have this hugely important piece of paper in my hand, but I let it kind of drop to my side and just give in to this lovely warm moment with Ben.
And he sort of stops and pulls back. He said, wait, you say yes, right? I sort of blacked out there.
Yes, I would love to.
Okay.
I feel like it would be... It sounds fun.
I mean, yeah, we can probably tell the student board that we're leaving the dorms, and then I can just message, or I can phone Andy and see if he can talk to the landlord, or maybe go talk to the landlord, because I don't think he likes Andy.
My parents are going to be so pissed.
Mine won't.
Okay, we don't... And I just go in to give a hug while I have an uncomfortable laugh. Listen, I mean, I think we should just do what we want to do. Life's short.
Yeah, I agree.
I know you don't want to... This is stressful. Do you want to read it?
mean, unless there's something important, I don't really care.
It's important. It's nothing bad. Does that help?
Maybe?
It's bad because of the situation.
I don't know. It doesn't feel right. I mean, if it's something I'm supposed to be excited about, it doesn't feel right being excited about it, you know? And if it's anything to just like pay for their funeral and I don't know, costs of stuff, then I don't know,
It's
we'll
not-
deal with that later.
Well, I think it will help with that. It's not really. Don't view it as something to be excited about. Maybe it's just an opportunity to continue what your parents may have wanted for you.
Should I get the store?
You got a lot more of the store.
Their house?
No, that looks like it was sold and given to your aunt.
All right, what did I get?
A lot of money. Like a lot of money. And I just turn it around and I point to the number.
You can't see his expression at first behind the paper, but you see him like grab it and look down at it, and he looks confused.
What?
I mean, there's got to be a typo, right? I don't think they had this sort of money. The shop wasn't doing that well.
What did your dad do again?
He was a hunter.
Oh.
He worked off seasons.
Maybe your parents were just really good with money and invested stuff, and I know like the stock market, I don't know how it works, but maybe they did stuff with that. Maybe they just have always been saving, or their parents had money.
This much? I mean, this is like I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what this means.
We can call the lawyer and ask and make sure it's correct and be like, hey, is this the right thing, or did someone accidentally add an extra 0 or 2?
Yeah.
I guess the best way is just like pretend it's not there and then figure it out when you know it's there.
Yeah, I think I need to talk to someone. Can you not? Okay. I don't know what I want with this or what I feel about this. I sort of was thinking about something else when you mentioned this now, and I don't know what to think anymore, but can we not mention this to anyone?
No, I'm not going to tell anybody about that. That's yours. That's not. I mean, I probably shouldn't even know about that.
Like, no one.
No, I won't tell. I swear to you, I won't tell Nate. I won't tell Marie. I won't tell Andy, and I won't tell my professors or anybody I meet at a bus stop.
Okay. Let's watch Ghosts.
Yeah, listen, it doesn't change anything. I mean, I guess it kind of does.
I mean,
Do you not want to live with me anymore? Because I know you were just talking about.
I mean, no, I can get someone way better now.
Yeah, I know. You can trade up. Like, I'm sorry, you could get Winona Ryder now.
Yeah, I probably have to go through her age.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make some calls, I think, first.
I want to try doing something good with this. I think.
And you will. I know you will.
I just need to set a few things up first. I love you.
I love you too. I'm going to help you with whatever you need, whether or not this is real or not.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, this will be good. I'm just gonna put this on my desk, and he sort of walks over and puts it down.
Don't lose that, though. I do feel like that's somewhat of an important piece of paper.
Yeah. Probably.
Do you want popcorn? Because I can make some popcorn.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. So, movie marathon, and then whatever surprises I have tomorrow for my birthday.
I think you're going to like them.
All right. I'll be back. I'm gonna go grab the movies. And he sort of like rushes out. As you're digging around for the popcorn, as he has made a bit of a mess, roll me a quick spot hidden.
Spot hidden's not so good in the past. I failed. I got a 41 versus 25.
All right. You find the popcorn, and sort of left alone with this like stack of papers now. What is Laura genuinely thinking about?
I think as she's looking around the room, it's probably a little messy, maybe just absentmindedly like straightening up things. And I don't think she's focused on the money or any of that, but just the excitement that Ben has asked her to move in, and is looking around the room like, what pieces are we going to keep? Like, are we going to put that poster up on a wall? Like, we'll definitely get a bookshelf for all the VHS tapes, and just kind of like walking through, probably getting ahead of herself with like planning out what their apartment's going to look like, and probably a bit giddy from that.
And we'll leave you with that feeling then. The date is Saturday, February 18th, 1995. The time is either 10 a.m. or whenever Laura has told people to surprise Ben.
Well, I think Ben likes to sleep in, right?
You both do, don't you?
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
I think about 10 a.m., wake Ben up. Whatever couples do on birthdays will happen. And then,
We have no
A
historical
precedent has
evidence.
been established.
Yeah.
And then Laura would have set up like a brunch with everybody. So I think we
Alright.
would go to a diner that kind of has like Pulp Fiction vibes, and
There
just get
is
brunch
specifically on Granville Street a diner that sort of looks like 1980s or 1950s like style diner. It's sort of got like a pink old. It's got like the things where you select the songs on the tables and has all the like vinyl aesthetic. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, that would definitely be a good place to go.
So I think she would have set up a breakfast there, and then has plans later in the day for everybody at about 7 p.m.
Ooh, interesting. And is that when you're going to be doing the presents?
I would think so, yeah, later in the evening.
All right. Does anyone want to do anything special at said diner during brunch?
Like eating brunch, saying happy birthday. Nothing else.
Yeah. Would we would wait until, because we're doing like another party, right? Would we not, or I guess a more special thing? Would we bring the presents to that instead of the brunch?
Yes,
It
later
sounds
that
like
night.
Sounds like
Yeah.
around 7 p.m. is when the gifts are. All right, so you guys have brunch at let's say Lucy's. I love Lucy's. It's a great diner in Vancouver, not the one I was thinking of. And then just have a day of hanging out and being friends for Ben's birthday. And 7 p.m. rolls around. What is the plan?
I like to imagine there is a classic movie theater in town that Laura has rented out for the evening.
Ah, the
So
Rio.
just the Rio. So this may be in error, but Laura has decided to screen it's Craymaster, right?
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Craymaster for everybody on Ben's birthday.
Yeah.
Because it's something
Yes.
that Laura has probably watched by now and thinks it would be a funny and also just a bonding moment for the entire group.
Oh
Nice.
my gosh.
But yeah, right now this theater is like a snack bar with blankets and like popcorn and candies and everything. So it's just the four of us in this movie theater, able to talk over the film, like make jokes and like do all of that stuff together as a group.
All right. So a fun thing about Cremaster 4, which is the first one that came out, we had always planned for this show to take place in 1995. So I had made this reference forgetting that we started in 94. This movie actually came out in 95, but we are living in an alternate universe where magic
you want me to
exists.
pick a different movie?
No, because I have set the precedent that this movie exists. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
an
It already
canon.
exists based
entire
off of
campaign.
yeah.
It's in the
This,
lore.
So just
It's
for any fans
canon.
out there that like or 15 episodes ago, Cremaster has come out early because of magic. It is an interesting movie, and the fact that you screened it so that people can talk over it probably makes it viewable for most of you. It is. I'll save it for everybody else to go watch, but being distracted while watching this movie is the perfect scenario. So. You guys get some popcorn. You can actually drink at the Rio, so you can have drinks as well. Everyone go to the Rio. It's great. And presents. Tell me what presents you got, Ben. Each of you.
Marie
Oh, go
takes
for it.
out a rectangle-shaped present with a large bow and passes it to Ben.
Is it painting shaped?
Maybe.
Ben sort of like pulls it over as a fawn-looking man in a white suit and orange hair dazzles you on the screen, and like starts pulling the bow and then gets distracted for a moment and then goes back to it and pulls off the bow and starts tearing off the paper.
And Ben will find a painting of himself. Marie tries to capture his artistic vision in this painting, and it's very focused on Ben's eyes and the warmth that she sees in them whenever Ben is looking at Laura.
No.
And if you are familiar with any of the art classes at SFU or UBC or any of the typical college courses that involve painting, they have very specific paint that you have to buy to be able to participate in the courses. And it's clear that Marie definitely borrowed some of that paint to be able to get this done.
Interesting. I think he's like sort of looking at it, and the brightness of the screen is illuminating it quite well so that you can all see it. And he says, wow, I never had anyone paint me before.
Well, we didn't plan for it, but I don't know. Something tells me you might be getting a few of these tonight.
Oh, no.
Or at least just this one. I did my best. I'm no artist. You immortalize us so well. And I just sit back down.
And he sort of like shows it to you, Laura, and he says, what do you think? I like it. Looks really good.
I think we need to find a place for this. Marie, I didn't know you could draw as well / paint.
I can't. It was a fluke. Don't ask me to replicate it.
Well, I think it's beautiful.
Thanks.
All right. Who's next?
That's a lie. She's very artistic.
What did you get? Show them your present.
All right.
Sorry, my thing like won't transition to the voice effect for some reason. Andy pulls out it's like a rectangular box, and it has like chip wrapping paper on it, and a bow with like a chip on it that has like a little happy birthday label.
Is it glued on chip again?
Yeah.
All right. Andy or Ben opens the present and sort of like cracks the chip a little bit, and like absentmindedly apologizes to both the chip and you while doing that.
Fair.
But reveals the present, which is
A box that he's then open.
slowly opens it,
There's another box.
puts the lid aside, slowly opens it again.
Another box.
All right, I'm seeing a theme. Just opens it.
There's like some what do you call it? Tissue paper in there.
All right, takes aside the tissue paper and sort of looks at you and he says, "This is payback, isn't it?"
And inside is an apron, like a painting apron.
Ooh,
Ooh.
nice.
Very good.
He sort of like pulls it up and drops a few of the boxes on the floor, and observes it.
I was trying to build suspense, like in the movies that we've watched.
Yeah, it was good. It was a 5-beat suspense. It was very well structured.
What
I love
if I
it.
just kept making more boxes? Would that have been better?
I do love boxes. I can always find uses for them.
And so I figured, you do have a lot of boxes.
Yeah, for paint and stuff. But the present that you got is as good, if better, than a box.
Sweet.
And sort of like holds it up, and is just like beaming at it for a while.
You gotta put it on, man.
All right,
It's a
so
fit.
stands up, drops all the rest of the boxes on the ground, and puts the apron on. Is it like one of those denim ones with like the leather straps that
Yeah, and then
sexy
it has like little
bartenders wear?
pockets. Yeah.
Nice. And he just starts like fiddling with all the pockets and stuff like that, and fitting it real nice. It looks pretty good on him. He looks like a modern day hot bartender now, with unkempt hair. And then sort of like sits down again. All right, who's next?
I guess it's I'll go next. All right, wait here. And I'd like to
man.
run out I would have probably had this hidden somewhere outside because it's February, right?
Yes.
Okay, I would have had this hidden someplace outside so it could stay cold. And I would return holding a large tray, a large metal tray. And in that tray is using guacamole as a base, and a combination of chips and various other colored ingredients. I worked with on the hockey team. I'm gonna call an audible on this one if you're all right with it. There is at least one art major. I'm gonna say his name is Aloysius Zimmerplot, and me and Al got together, and I gave him some of my stipend money, and he helped me using food to create a portrait of Benjamin out of guacamole, chips, and other assorted ingredients. I would like for it to be an imitatous, my goodness, it would like to be my impression of him when I first saw him that day when he was like, I was helping him get stuff out of his car, and like my initial thought was like, who is that? I would like it to be one of those like, oh dang, like I've captured something about him. The spirit that I'm hoping for is there is a mystery, there's a beauty, there's sort of a shyness, and yet there's a real depth, a real soulful depth to
Roll
the
art.
eyes. Oh my lord!
Well,
I had Aloysius helping me.
Yeah, let me spin up a character sheet for Aloysius Zimmer plot real quick.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm joking.
I think it got there. I think you convey enough of the intention to Al, and it conveys all of that stuff. Question: is it edible?
Oh
Or
yeah.
is there a lot of non-edible material in there?
No. See, this is another thing that I was in talking to Al. Al was talking about some of the things he was learning about, such as auto-destructive art, which is art that is meant to be destroyed. In fact, in the destruction of it, that's where the artistic expression comes. So this is Benjamin, and by consuming it, we are showing, like, we're showing sort of the what would the word be? We're accessing the temporal nature of all of this, like it is temporary. The image that I had of him is maybe only partly true and only still exists in part in my mind, but it's like capturing that moment, and we're showing how transient those moments are, and so as we eat it, we gain pleasure from the moment, but then it's over and we have to move on and it becomes something else. That's what Aloysius would explain.
It becomes a poop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ben
But
seems
if you listen to Mufasa, when we die, our bodies become the grass, and the antelopes eat the grass. So by eating this, we're part of the circle of life, baby.
Deep, bro. Offer some
this is-
nugs.
This is wild. I mean, I saw Al make a cake that looked like a telephone booth the other day, and I think like they must be onto something.
If you eat this, are you a cannibal?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. I think it's called auto cannibalism. It's a joke, but
Oh,
I mean, dig in, consume my flesh. and
I
sort
like
of,
to imagine that the girls are like, oh, he's of course joking, but
Yeah, we're both like,
but Nate and Andy are like, is he joking? Because we know some stuff about him.
and he breaks off his own eye and then starts eating it, and sort of like offers around.
Oh, Andy will get in
the
on
rest
this.
of it.
yeah, I'm going to sit back and watch for a bit, and then once everyone has started to dig in, I'll join in.
I know we kind of had like a cult hierarchy that we had with our chip naming. What one is Ben?
I think both Ben and Laura were like initiates, weren't they?
Yeah.
Because they were like the outsiders. So the three of you
Were they
like
Llama of Lays?
the llama.
The Dalai
Isn't that
the Dalai Lama of or the
I think
Lama
that's
of yeah.
That's a pretty high. I think the three of you were the Chip Council, and Laura
Yeah.
and Ben were like.
I was the
cult-
chip chaplain, and
They were
Nate
fries.
was the guac
Ooh.
master.
Okay, I got one because of what Ben has said is like eat, this is my body. I'm like, he's the Maze Messiah.
These all seem like much higher.
He's the
titles
priest
than
of
all of you?
Pringles.
I feel like I got a promotion pretty quickly.
Just a
I think-
lowly late llama late. What am I again?
No, we'll come up with a different one for you. I feel like once you've had your birthday, you should be an official initiate. So we should come up with one for Laura.
Deacon of Doritos, I think is the other one.
Yeah, the Regent of Ruffles.
Ooh, Regent of Ruffles.
I'll take whatever you all give me, because will take any status from the Guac King.
As you're all saying this,
Then his
three people in
thing says
dresses.
priest of Pringles on the on the thing embroidered
Priest
in there.
of Pringles. As all of you are joking and laughing about this, three people in yellow dresses are running around a large yellow mat in the middle of a green field. If anyone wants
in the movie?
Yeah, if anyone wants to roll to understand what's going on, they can. Otherwise, we
Okay,
can
I'll
move on.
try. Let's see.
What is this? Psychology?
Marie has pregnancy brain and just gives up. Lets it wash over her.
Roll an education.
Okay, education. 49
Oh,
out of
wow.
75. Success. I don't get to mark
So
that.
87 versus 33.
This actually, Andy, you're actually, because you're in anatomy classes, do pick up that this movie is all about male reproductive organs and their development processes, their various stages of development. And somehow it's clicking for you, like, you just get it.
Okay. Of course. Person who farts or burps the alphabet totally understands male reproductive system.
Like-
Well, I do know the process as I have impregnated somebody.
Yes. This is
What a weird
familiar.
way to
This
say that.
is a documentary, basically. Laura, did you get anything else? You get the impression that he's not expecting anything else and is enjoying like the brunch and the movie, so don't feel like out of character that you have to have an additional present.
No, Laura did get two things for Ben. Actually, does Ben have a favorite painter or artist?
Matthew Barney's Matthew Barney, who is the name of the guy who made Cream Master.
Okay, so do they do anything besides film, or is that the art?
They
that
do a
they
lot
make
of
is
like conceptual like studio pieces.
they've built like giant pieces and like things like that. It's
Most of the things that you would get of theirs is like prints of their physical studio pieces. But
What's
he likes
their name again?
Matthew Barney.
Matthew Barnes.
But he does like
Easy.
all other.
Okay.
He likes art. He's kind of like those people who like all type of music as long as the music is good. And he doesn't particularly pick one artist because he also aspires to have like a eclectic sort of style, which is makes it hard to shop for him, but does make his art somewhat unique.
he
I
does
think,
have prints though of his weird art things.
Laura has there's two items, and they're wrapped in like brown paper that Laura has attempted to draw like artistic flowers on as best as she could. So there's two separate things, and so she'll hand them to Ben. They're like stacked on top of each other and like tied with a ribbon. Well, you can start with the top one.
Okay. And sort of like hands the rest of his body over to Marie, because you're like sitting near the middle of everyone.
Oh yeah.
and he'll open the first one like very surprised, like being in the moment and then surprised that you got even more things. What is the first one?
It's a set of paintbrushes that Laura has researched that Matthew Barney is said to use this kind of paintbrush when I assume they paint. I hope that Matthew Barney has some paintings and stuff, but it's just a set of paintbrushes that Matthew Barney uses when they create art.
Nice. He like
And,
immediately recognizes it and like freaks out, and he's like, "Wow, these! I've been using like school paint. These are kind of expensive. This is like a collector's set."
It's fine. No, these are your own now, and you can use them in class or just when you want to.
Wow, this is gonna be great.
And then underneath is like a small. It's kind of thick, and maybe like if you touch it, it kind of moves a little bit. There's just like a small, I guess I don't know how to 8x10 kind of sized package.
And he will like carefully put the paint down in the seat next to him, and then open the next one.
And what Ben will find is two framed pictures. They both have the same frame. It's like a gold frame. One has pressed blue flowers from the botanical garden in it. So like, you know, when you get flowers and you put them in a book and you kind of preserve them that way. Laura did that with the blue flowers from the botanical garden when they first were talking, and she told him to paint the blue flowers. So she's arranged those in one frame in like a kind of artistic way. And then there's another frame that has a picture of Ben with his parents and the Seattle skyline behind him. And it's just literally a picture of him with his parents and him as a little boy.
As he sees the first one, he gets really like sentimental and excited and like puts his arm around you and like kisses the side of your head, and then gets to the next one, and there's a moment where you feel like maybe it was a mistake. He sort of like stops dead and just sort of stares at it for a while. And as the strange imagery and interpretive shots are happening, lighting the theater, Marie is eating chunks off of the food bin, and Andy and Nate are watching.
Can I tell he's uncomfortable? Or
Roll me a psychology, and you can as well, Laura.
Okay.
54 out of 75. Sixes.
Oh, I
Oh,
failed
no.
by one. I'm gonna spend
Yeah, you could spend
luck.
that one.
Yes!
That's an easy
yeah, I'm
one.
spending luck. Yeah.
That's a good savings.
Yeah.
He kind of smiles, and at first it looks like he's nostalgic or reminiscing, but you almost catch like a glimpse of something a little bit more sinister. And it's almost disturbing at first, this smile. It's almost like a half mouth smile that pulls his cheeks back, and then you see a tear drop from his eye and land on the frame. He sort of shakes and wipes it away before turning into a genuine smile, one of the classic Ben smiles that crease his eyes and almost look deliberate in effort. And he just sort of turns to you and says, they're beautiful.
Hope that's okay. I
No.
talked to your aunt, and she was going through some stuff, and I had asked if she had found any.
It's been tough picturing them as anything other than what they were last time I saw them. But this
You don't
is...
have to picture them any other way, though. You know that, right?
Yeah. And I honestly didn't have any pictures of them until now, and they're exactly how I wanted to remember them.
Well, now you do.
Yeah. I can remember them now. Sorry, I kind of like wipes his eyes a bit. Got a little heavy there.
You don't have to apologize, man. We're here for you.
Yeah,
Kind
it's
of my fault. I should have given this one to you later.
no, it's
And I'll
great.
start grabbing the gifts and like kind of stacking them and putting them over on the table.
Andy will give like Ben like a little massage, like not like massage, but you know, like a grab on the shoulder.
Kiss. Give him a
comforting.
full-on kiss.
Yeah, just pull him in.
Just pull him and give him a kiss right in
Full
front
dip.
of Nate. No.
Pop his foot. I'd like to also walk forward and like when Andy is finished sort of giving him a little friendly massage, I'd like to pull him in for a hug. Just be like, hey, You know I'm just across the hall. If you ever need to talk, I'm
well,
here for
about,
you, man.
about that, Laura, should we tell them?
I guess
You're moving in?
good.
Yeah, Nate, we're moving in. I
Laura's
hope you
moving in
have-
across the
I
hall?
don't think you can.
I hope you have extra beds in your
Oh my
dorm,
god.
Nate.
Whoa!
I can't.
Wow.
The school will get upset if I
Yeah,
move
I'm
in,
like, I don't know if they'll
so-
allow that, but I'm here for helping sneak you in, though.
We could talk to the RA, have them look the other way on this one, and just not tell the school. They're like, how else would they know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
No,
true.
we're gonna like actually get a place and like
Yeah.
the end of the month.
That's
Yeah.
Oh my
awesome.
gosh.
Yay! Oh, dude.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Congrats.
Happy birthday to you.
Andy will like grab him again and kind of like give him a half bro hug.
He's like, oh, as he's like still kind of got Nate hugging him as well. I imagine you're all sitting in like a square in the seats of the theater, so like giving him a
Yeah.
hug is like leaning forward to him.
I
and,
was
like,
imagining
turning
like I
around
was
and-
sitting next to him and I was giving him
Yeah.
that put my arm around him.
We're in
but
a
yeah.
we're in a nebulous space of seating arrangement. Yeah, I actually when we went to your place, I saw someone moving out. So I
Oh, wait,
figured-
wait. You're gonna move into the same apartment?
Yeah, I mean if that's okay.
Sweet.
It's a shithole, but yeah.
But then we can see you
I'll be
guys
so close
more.
for babysitting. It'll
I was about to
give you a
say
break.
I can cash in my coupon super quick.
Yeah.
There we
We'll
go.
have to see if your landlord will let us. I don't know.
Dude, the landlord is crazy. He's a little intense.
Yeah.
I mean, we were staying over so much. I assumed that because you said people can't stay over for very long, so maybe now it'll be fine. Nate can just sleep at one of our apartments and swap to the other one and just go back and forth,
Mhm.
and he won't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome.
Sleepover parties.
Sick.
I really appreciate all of this. It's been rough, but it's nice knowing I've got a family here.
Yeah, man.
You gotta take this away from me before I eat your entire birthday present. And I hand him back the edible art.
And as the strange fawn man is crushed by what looked like white foam, can't imagine what that represents.
Cream.
It's the creme. That's the master of the creme. The date is Wednesday, March 1st, 1995. The time is 1:30 p.m. Marie, you are struggling. You're getting quite large, and navigating the campus is becoming a hassle. But you trooper through.
I
The
will say
cold-
I've definitely become the expert in locating where the nearest bathroom is at all times because I am
Yes.
peeing every 20 minutes.
You can always get the outside seats at any of your lectures.
I can't even
Uh,
fit in the little desks anymore that have the
Yeah.
like built-in desk to the chair. It's terrible.
I think. Wait, let me see. I think UBC has tables. Oh no, they got the little chairs with the like fold over TV trays. And you are in your creative writing class that is just letting out. The professor is telling you all about how exams are coming up, and everybody needs to start studying if they have not already. The snow has all but disappeared. In Vancouver, we get maybe a month, if that, of snow, with just moisture on either side of those times. So it's becoming a bit more humid than it was. And the professor, this like old dodger of a writing-looking professor with the large, heavy jacket and leather patches, sort of like flags you down as you are walking towards the exit.
Oh, Hey, what's up?
I just wanted to let you know. I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you in some time since submitting your short story to my friend's publication. Unfortunately, they've decided to pass.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. I figured, not hearing back for this amount of time probably meant that. And honestly, just having the opportunity to be read and have the chance to submit meant a lot to me.
That isn't to say that you shouldn't keep trying. They publish more. Literary isn't the term, but maybe some short story competitions. I could send you a list, perhaps, of suggestions. I do think that you have real talent. There's something raw here that I often don't see in a lot of younger writers, but I think that just keep trying. I don't want this to dissuade you in the future.
No, it definitely won't. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and I would definitely love to get those submission information for those competitions.
Is everything all right?
Oh yeah, I just really have to go to the washroom.
All right. Well, I'll get the list to you and be ready for the exams. But I think you'll do great.
Thank you so much. And Marie walks out as quickly as she can, crying.
As you leave, you can give me a spot hidden.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Extreme success. 3 versus 25. Those tears, they act as a magnifying glass. I can hone in on something.
As you leave the class, in the state that you currently are, you almost become like hyper aware of everybody around you. The amount of time that you spend with the chip cult sort of makes it so that you don't have a lot of acquaintances in class. Most of the people that you spend time with are the friends that you have made. But you start picking up this almost like judgmental vibe from the people around you. And faces that you don't recognize and names that you don't know start appearing in your vision, whispering about you and sort of laughing under their breath as you pass to the exit. And everything becomes elevated. The weather is worse. The winds are heavier. The buses take longer. And every aspect of the rest of your day is spent looking over your shoulder.
Marie has this feeling, I'm sure almost everyone has experienced this before, where you're ready to just like go to a quiet space so that you can like let loose and just have your cry and then move on with your day. But then you're interrupted by from having that, and that feeling just lasts for the whole day as she's seeing all these people judge her while she walks from class to class, building a life inside her body and trying to learn and better her mind and better her career. Financial stress is just weighing on her mind. And she has a fucking terrible day.
Nate, have you been continuing your Renaissance focus of working at the cafe, taking all of these medicine classes, and hockey?
Did you mean Andy?
Sorry, yes, Andy.
Okay, yeah. Andy
Nate
has.
got a
He-
job too, baby.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh, Nate's getting going.
When
You're
you
all
said
my
cafe, I was like, I was about to start checking my notes. Like, wait, what?
All these characters are my children now, so I have to go through the list of their names before I can get the right one. Andy, same question.
Am I still working at the cafe? Yeah, 100%.
Are you doing are you doing all the working and the classes and the hockey?
Yeah, I think Andy's focus is more on the classes and the money working. And his heart's not as into the hockey as much as he wants to be. Like, Andy deep down loves hockey, but right now, especially with Marie being so far along, I think that his focus has shifted to be like, what is our future like? And in the back of his mind, he's just like hearing his father's words, and I think he's just really focused on trying to do his homework and keep the job up at the same time.
Roll for me a hard constitution.
Ooh. Constitution. Let's see. Hard constitution. 82 out of 27.
The
I could
you've been
try to
holding
push that, but
I mean, you definitely could. I will tell you that this roll is to determine how well you've been sleeping and keeping it together physically while doing all of this. So pushing it, you could indicate ways that you would be pushing it over the last few months, but the outcome would probably be worse if you fail. I mean, the outcome will definitely be worse mechanically if you fail, but
yeah.
it's up to you.
Ooh, 27. Do I think I can beat it? We've beat a 27 before.
It's up to you.
I see Char over there going,
I'm
no.
like, don't do it.
Okay, yeah,
But
yeah.
do
I
it
won't.
if you want to.
I kind of want to, but
It's up to you.
Yeah.
What's it gonna do? Kill you?
You go,
Let's
come
do it.
on.
Let's do it. Let's do it for
Oh my
funsies. Come on. Let's call it Cthulhu. We gotta do it. I think that
I don't know if I would push this one.
Andy is like powering through with the drip, the coffee, and just like pure adrenaline, trying to like push through.
All right.
Nope. 64 out of 27.
I will offer you a way through this. There are certain supplements that people could ingest under these sorts of stress and being tired that allows somebody to stay awake and alert. Their long-term effects and their addictive nature kind of make them not ideal. But I think working at a cafe, being around people who are of, wealthier people coming in, you probably make a few contacts, and if Andy would so choose, could definitely obtain certain ingestibles that would make things a little bit easier.
Ooh, can I leave this up to a roll of whether they would do this or not?
I guess, yeah, it's up to you. It's hard to put a label on this one because there's so many situations that people might find themselves needing this. So I don't want to say like education because that's kind of ableist. Maybe like a luck, just a straight up
I was
luck.
thinking luck personally, so
All right.
that sounds good to me. All right, what are we saying if I fail this or
Then
pass this?
If so, we'll set up the series of the stack, as Magic card fans would call it.
Okay.
If you fail this, then I guess you're saying that Andy would go for it and start ingesting these various illicit materials. But if you succeed, then he wouldn't, and then you will suffer the punishment of the pushed Constitution roll.
Fair. I have a 51 luck. This is like a 50-50 chance, but leaning
I mean, it's
more
bad
towards.
no matter what you roll at this point.
Yeah, no, I'm
but which
screwed.
bad?
I'm either going to be addicted to drugs or something worse. So let's find out. 36 to
Alright.
51. So
Storytelling.
not the drugs.
So, you find like people in the entertainment industry have access to certain paraphernalia. That
I
could
think
help you
Andy's
get
too
through it.
smart. Andy wants to be a doctor. Andy knows like the long-term repercussions of that, so they don't.
Yeah. Plus, your parents would kill you if they found out.
Yeah. And also I'd be kicked off the hockey team. There's a lot of repercussions here
Yeah.
that could happen.
So I think despite, people that you have met trying to help you through, give you these certain narcotics, you do try to power through.
No, I
And-
just need to get more sleep. I'll be fine.
And every day that you say that, it gets a little bit harder to believe, as the shadows under your eyes become darker, and the heaviness of your shoulders increase. Andy becomes burnt out, and I'm not going to set a mechanical thing to this just yet. This will be a situational thing that comes up. We could practically put this under your fears. Or what's the other one? One sec. Let me open up a sheet. Sanity. Oh, your
Phobias and manias, injuries and
Yeah, there you go.
scars.
Yeah, I
phobias
have...
and Let's put that under phobias and manias. You are burnt out.
Right.
Um,
Right. I think people will start noticing, and Marie probably first, that I'm not the jovial Andy I normally am.
Nate. You still working at the coffee shop, taking classes, medical classes and stuff?
Yep. Still married to Marie.
Yeah. You
Still dating Ben.
Oh, Renaissance man. The encounter that you had with Wanjala at Christmas has been since then the most like upfront and interactive one with him, and he has sort of become more of a shadow in your peripheral. During classes, you maybe catch the back of someone's head that reminds you of his. Walking through the campus, you'll see people dressed modern, but then looking at them for more than a second, it appears to be him before he disappears into crowds. Playing hockey, you'll occasionally see him in the stands, not cheering, just sort of sitting and watching you, almost like a guardian, maybe.
So the
I'm
impression that I'm getting from this is not like Michael Myers, like just standing there staring. I'm Laurie Strode. I look out the window and there's just a dude. This is more like Superman. Like you glance over and like, oh, there he is. There's a guardian element to it. It feels more positive. Like he has good intentions towards me.
I roll occult.
All right.
I'm sure this is very high for
A
Nate.
cult.
Yeah, I have a whopping 5 for occult. Here we go. It's 31 versus 5.
Pretty close.
Yeah, this is...
I don't have enough luck to push it. Sadly, I only have 19 luck.
I think that's going to result in you just not being sure. Both of your interactions with him so far up front have been here or there. It was very scary and left a mark on you.
Mhm.
But you feel like he was giving you good information, and I think that sort of that sort of leaves you not sure. Every time you see him, it catches you off guard and sort of leaves you thinking about him and the situation that you've seen him in.
Okay. I would like to then maybe, since Laura's still, last I checked, is still working on the dark web stuff. I think that I would like to, when I'm alone in my room, try to like talk to him. So whether that takes the form of a prayer or something else. I think what I would do, in fact, because I'm like, there's supernatural stuff going on. I think what I would do is that I would take out Benjamin's painting from the woods that I had kept all this time, because I see that as like a spiritual totem, kind of. I'd like to take that out. I don't have the Ouija board, so I wouldn't have that. But I think I'd take that out, and then like maybe a Bible, and then can we say that I have like a printout of because we found a photo of Wanjala, right?
Yes.
Can we say that I have like a printout of that photo?
Sure.
Okay. And yeah, I think I think I've seen enough movies to be like, okay, we should also maybe light some candles, because whether or not it's important, it sets the mood. It's the lighting. But I forget to turn the lights off, so I'm sitting in a room with just a bunch of candles, like a welder room with a bunch of
That's
candles.
even better. I love that. That's such a Nate move.
Yeah, because I assume it has some sort of supernatural element to it. I think that's what Nate would assume, is that it's not like an atmosphere thing. It's just these candles facilitate. They have some spiritual significance. So I'd like to set up a bunch of candles, as
It's
many
the
as I can get a
flame,
hold of.
The ignition.
Yeah, a very uncomfortably smoky room. I have to like open the window to avoid the fire alarm going off, and then have his photo like in the center of it, as well as the painting, which had so much significance for Ben, and also the and just a copy of the Bible, because it's like the only holy book probably that I would have access to, so called.
So I've written all of this down. I do have a question for you.
Yes.
Has Nate discussed with Laura any possible techniques, or is this like Nate and Laura split off to do their own research and are going to come together at some point, and Nate has decided to jump the gun and perform a ritual before consulting with the person who's researching everything?
I think it's slightly different from that. I think Nate felt like, wow, I'm really connecting with Laura. Here we go. This is great. And then Laura disappeared down a Ben-shaped hole. And I feel as though both Ben and Laura have just drifted further and further away from me. And so I'm like, well, like, I think there's probably been times that I've tried to bring it up, but it's always been like, oh, yeah. And then like having to move on. I'm like,
Would you ever
Okay.
bring it up to Andy? Because Andy would do this with you. I mean, he wouldn't believe
no,
it.
because it's connected to your house. That's why. That's the only reason why I wouldn't bring it up to Andy.
That's
I
true. You
think-
guys were trying to cleanse our house without us.
Exactly. That's the only reason. Because I think ordinarily, I think I would have talked to Andy about feeling kind of left out. Because I think when Nate found out that Ben was moving away, like, it was mostly just sad. Like, oh, they're already spending all this time together. Now they're gonna live far away as well. And I have, as much as like I want to be with my friends, I have hockey stuff. Like, I can't just keep going over there all the time. I have
Yeah.
other responsibilities. I want to be a pro, which means I can't just like do it part way like a regular student athlete, which is already a huge amount of work. I have to go above and beyond and be the best of the best. So I feel like, as much as that is, I don't know that Nate has become fully conscious of that, but I think he's coming to sort of a crossroads in his relationship with his friends, where the more they go off towards like domesticity and living away from campus and doing their own thing, the further they're moving from where I wanted to go, which is successful professional athlete, potentially, whether I live in the city or move to another city, because if you're NHL, you get traded, all the different stuff. So I think there's a lot of fear there, and I feel kind of isolated and alone, except for this weird force that is either watching me or watching over me. And so I'd at least like to clear the air with Wanjala here. So I have not discussed any techniques.
As all of those thoughts and emotions crash through Nate's head, whether subconsciously or consciously, setting up this ritual, you have the Ben's painting, the Bible, and the printout. You have candles lit in your fully lit room with the window open. What do you do?
I'm trying to think of like famous seance scenes. I can't think of any really off the top of my head. So I think what I'm gonna be like is I'm just gonna try a stab in the dark. I'm gonna close my eyes and kneel, and then as I kneel, I also assume like the weird not the weird, but the meditation. When I see the little meditation hands, Nate has no idea of the significance of like any religious or spiritual significance they may have, but just is trying whatever. And he does this, and he goes, "Oh, great Wanjala, hey bro, you have been watching me all the time, kind of creepy, but also nice maybe. I hereby beg you to tell me, why are you here? What do you want with me? Is there something you want me to do? Is there something you want from me? What's the deal, bro?" And then I'll wait.
The lights or the candles sort of flicker a bit as some chill March air comes in through the window. And you sit. Give me a power.
Okay. Come on. Success! 38 versus 40.
Wow.
I was waiting for that fumble mirroring modern day.
I get
Nate.
possessed by Wanjala.
You sit there for a while, and I don't know if Nate tries other things and like changes positions and says different incantations.
Yeah, I start like doing a dance at one point. I start sort of singing songs. That like I'm changing. I'm trying to like shade. I'll sing like gospel songs, but swap out the word Wanjala for whatever like other whatever like God or Jesus or whatever that I'm trying to like anything spiritual I can think of. Now I lay me
And-
down to sleep. I pray Wanjala my soul to keep. That kind of thing.
It takes a while, and as you go over all of these various different versions, the light goes out. Not in a sudden, but almost like the light broke.
Oh, man. I
and
go to
you
like
hear-
go to open the door and go to get the RA.
As you do, you see a figure standing at the crook of the door.
Ah!
And in these shadows with the flickering light on his face, you see Wanjala wearing just modern clothes that you've seen people wearing around.
I prostrate myself. I like get on the floor and I'm like, I don't know. I just sort of lie there, like just like not in like a bowing position. I just like.
He kneels down on the floor with you and sort of like grabs your hands and pulls them in front of you and looks at you, and you see like a twinkle in his eyes as if he's actually there and the light is casting against his pupils, and he just smiles, and you see bright smile, and he just waits for you.
Hey, I don't know if you heard me. Maybe you were doing taking care of some ghost business, but I was I was wondering, why are you here? What do you want with me?
Nothing. You called me.
Oh. And now you're stuck here?
I think so. Why did you
Oh.
want to talk to me?
Well, because I keep seeing you everywhere. It's
No,
like
no, not now. Back in the house, you called out to me, and what did you want?
I I didn't know that I was calling to you. We were just playing around. We were just trying to see, like, we had the Ouija board. We didn't realize, you know? We were just having fun. I thought, I don't know, maybe at most, if a ghost showed up or someone like you showed up, sorry, do you mind the word ghost? Are you okay with that?
Whatever you want to call us.
Us?
You. The board that you found was my wife's when we lived there. You
Oh.
don't know what you've done. My wife tried to contact something as well, and our life wasn't the same after. We were safe here. My family was safe here, but then misfortune struck us and we were found.
Okay, we found an article that you were taken, or that they tried to take you away for immigration stuff, right?
Yes.
So wait, your wife used the Ouija board and accidentally contacted the authorities?
No. I don't know what she contacted, but opening that connection brought us nothing but hardship.
Well,
And
what
misfortune.
happened?
You see him frown as you watch the familiar red stains on his shirt appear.
I'm sorry, does it hurt?
Not anymore. We made it. My family made it. But as I said, we were struck with misfortune. And despite all my efforts, we were... Well, I'm back here now. What do you want from me?
Well, before I answer that, can you tell me, did you get haunted too?
That's a word that I wouldn't use. I think we were all already haunted.
Well, that's deep. Okay, what do I want with you? Well, that's kind of a weird question because I thought that you wanted something with me. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I had brought you here. What have you been up to? Like, are you just hanging out?
You see blood start to pour out of his mouth.
Whoa, hey, look, if I give you something to do, will that help?
Just send me back. Let me rest near my family again.
Okay. I'm sorry. You can go. You can go. Go back. I send you back.
And more blood starts to spill from his mouth as his hands slip out of yours. He reaches forward and presses it up against your shoulder. And you can feel pressure as he does, as he coughs blood out into the floor in front of you.
I release you. I kick you out. You're evicted. I exorcise you. Go exercise. Get out of here. Go run away. Run, Forrest, run. And I want to like open the door and start like motioning and yelling like go back to your family. Just like yelling into the hallway at this point. Go. Is that helping at all?
As you open the door and the light from the hallway fills your room, you look back behind the door and he's not there.
Does it feel like he's gone, or just he sort of disappeared for the time being?
Roll me another power.
Okay, here we go. That's a failure, 85 versus 40. Can I push this?
No.
Okay.
It's a feeling. And it lingers almost like a dream, this conversation that you had, where you still feel as if he might be there, but slowly it fades away and you can't hold on to it. But you feel colder. And that guilt of the first time that you used the Ouija board washes over you again as you just picture your mom responding to everything that you've just done this night.
I think before closing the door, I look at where he was and then look at his photo and I say, I'm sorry, Wanjala. I'll find a way to send you back so that you can be with your family. I'm sorry. And I think from that point forward, Nate, realizing that Wanjala is like stuck here, will start asking. He would probably ask Marie for suggestions, but he will start checking out books from the library and just leaving them around his room so that Wanjala can read them, as well as like putting on, like when I go to sleep, I'll just put on like music softly in case like and I'm not sure where Wanjala's from, so I'm just gonna check out music from a bunch of different countries and start playing all the different tapes at night. And then
I will say also, all of that can happen, but by the time that you come to from this experience, you realize that it is 9:45 p.m. and that you had done this pretty early, and you realize that you were supposed to help Ben and Laura move today.
And nobody knocked on the door or anything?
You're not too sure.
Oh, I'm gonna take off and make my way as quickly as possible to the house. First, I'm gonna check across the hall and see if there's still anything left to move.
No, the dorm has been cleared out.
Oh, I'm going straight to the apartment. Oh, I gotta go straight to the apartment.
And the time is back to 9 p.m. Wednesday, March 1st, 1995. Laura and Ben have loaded as much as they can into the back of his truck. He produced a tarp to like hold everything down, so you guys didn't have to go in one trip. And you hold like a box of VHS on your lap as he drives to Andy and Marie's place. It is dark, it is cold, and it is wet. as raindrops can be heard on the tarp behind you in the truck as he slowly pulls up in front of the apartment.
Are you like ready for this?
I don't know. I've been feeling a bit
No,
weird.
you're supposed to say, like, yes, this is gonna be really great.
Sorry, I've been kind of. I guess it's like the weather or something. Do you not feel that? Maybe it was something we ate. I've just felt weird all night.
Well, I know Nate didn't come help, but that's not
Yeah.
like Nate.
I don't know.
Do you think Nate's mad at us? Me? I don't know.
Roll a psychology.
Okay.
Maybe I'll roll for Ben. I haven't rolled.
69.
So
60.
close.
I haven't
Nice.
rolled in a
Giggity.
while.
Giggity. I'm debating spending luck on that.
How much luck do you have?
I got 50. I haven't been spending a lot.
Ben got a 92 out of 60. He's not, like he said, he's been sort of out of it all day, and I think you've been caught up in the excitement of moving that it almost almost haven't realized that you've been sort of pulling him along as he does everything, and you've been so like stressed about studying and the move that you haven't really noticed anything about Nate recently. So I think Laura can be in that sort of honeymoon state of excited and not paying attention to other people right now.
Well, you said you felt weird. Why are you feeling weird?
Probably just tired. Had a lot of homework, but we're here now, and
Yeah.
maybe
You're not
Andy.
like regretting this, are you? Like,
No.
We can-
Sorry.
put all your stuff back in the room and
I can't. I set that place on fire when I left.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's pretty permanent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably should have warned Nate, but no, I'm excited. I'm just sorry. I feel like I'm ruining this. It's just something's been
fine.
off.
Can I like study Ben's face for a minute to see if I can read anything?
That was kind of the psychology, but you
Okay,
could
so
push
I
it.
failed everything.
You could push it if you want. Just sit in the
I'm
truck
scared.
talking about this while the the truck is idling.
I think Laura would know that Ben has been through a lot the last few months, and it's probably just part of the emotional journey that Ben is on. It could be a multitude of things, so just trying to not push it. Let's just get some stuff in before the tarp fails us, and get ready for our first night here.
All right, sounds good. And turns off the truck and goes back and pulls off all of the word that I can't remember, the things that hold tarps down, bungee
Bungee
cables.
cords?
Yeah, and grabs a few boxes and heads in as you open the front door into the, again, very gaudily decorated and not ever in style foyer towards the one elevator that, even as you press it, always seems to be on the wrong floor as it slowly moves down. You get to one floor below Marie and Andy's floor, and make your way down the stucco and sort of smoke that lingering cigarette smell after years of steeping to the front of your door. Unlock it and enter the thin hallway, almost immediately leading out into the one-bedroom apartment. All of the
Is it?
aesthetic of this place is very similar to Andy and Marie's. It is just one bedroom compared to it.
Is it furnished
And-
like theirs were? Theirs
No.
was? Okay.
So whether you ordered a futon out of a magazine or something like that is up to you.
I think we would need a bed of some kind. I don't know. I I think for now, maybe sleeping bags, just until we figure out maybe what we need.
Sounds good.
I mean, Laura's very much a poor college student, and so she probably doesn't have a lot of disposable income for a mattress. And unless Ben and her had talked about what they were gonna do.
In
for a
college,
mattress, if
I
they
had
just-
one of those chairs that, you know, like you fold them and then they are a chair and then they fold out and they become a bed.
Yeah.
what I
Has
had.
Laura tried to bring up the inheritance at all between February 18th and March 1st?
I think I would probably be asking, like, did you call and make sure that was correct? And I guess I would, based on that question, see how Ben reacted to it. And if it was a poor reaction, maybe not push it.
Uncharacteristically, Ben has sort of been putting it off. Every time you ask, he like claims that he's been busy, hasn't had a chance to call the lawyer yet. And you get the sense that it's not so much that he's forgetting, he's just trying to avoid it
Okay.
for the time being. So the
Then
time
it's
being, you are
yeah.
poor college students.
Yeah, I think as soon as we get like in there and we kind of get some boxes and maybe as I'm unrolling a sleeping bag, we really should have probably figured out sleeping situation a little bit before this.
We'll steal the kids' bed. They won't notice.
It's like it's very small. Have you seen it? It's like in a crib.
No, the one that they moved out of the way. It had like a single
Oh,
bed. Maybe we
I
can
guess we
convince
could
them
ask
that we
them.
can have that for the time being. It's basically the size of a
Yeah.
dorm bed.
it's like safekeeping until the baby needs the larger one.
Yeah. Speaking of, we should probably see if Andy will help us if Nate's not here,
Yeah.
right?
No, why don't I try to call Nate? Why don't you go get Andy?
All right, I'll do that. You hook up. Hey man, would you even have brought a phone? Because the dorms had phone booths on each floor. It's up to you.
If
Roll
there's a-
luck. Roll luck to see
Roll-
if you,
okay.
you
But we
have a
would also
phone.
have a phone they could use.
Yeah.
True.
Worst case.
Maybe
Roll
we
luck
got
to see
one.
if you brought a landline.
We don't.
No.
1 versus 50 failure. So maybe I'll
I
go
mean,
with Ben. up
This is
to-
very indicative of college student living in an apartment for the first time, realizing like I don't have
I don't have that.
forks.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have plates.
Mhm.
Where do people get bed? And so you rush after him just as he leaves. We don't have a phone, do we?
No, I don't know why I thought there was one. The one in the dorm was just mounted to the wall. I just assumed we had one. Like it just
thought-
came with every house, but apparently
I thought
that's
that
not
too.
how it works.
You know, oven,
So
fridge, phone, right?
phone, right? Yeah. So I think maybe Andy and Maria let me use their phone.
All right. And you get up one extra floor and walk to Andy and Marie's door. At around 10 o'clock, would Andy and Marie be home
In the
on a
morning?
Wednesday?
It's a
No, at
Wednesday?
PM.
Oh, PM. I'd be there.
Coffee shop is definitely closed by then. It's just a matter of what day hockey practice is. So if it's not a hockey night, then I would.
Nate didn't go to hockey practice. He was
Mhm.
talking to ghosts, so I'm
That's
assuming there
true.
was no
So
hockey
no
practice
hockey.
today.
So yeah, I'm home. I'm oddly home.
All right. And I think you're probably like in a constant state of decompressing.
Andy is sitting on the couch with a book, but he's not really reading the book. He's just kind of like staring and like half falling asleep.
All right. You both hear a knock on the door.
I'll get it. I'm already up.
And he doesn't even make a sound. Just, yeah.
You can see Marie. Well, Andy doesn't notice, but she's been trying to bake cookies, just to like fill the house with a nice smell. Because I feel like Andy's like a bit distant right now, and I'm just trying to help him without saying anything. But I go to the door.
College communication.
Yeah. Listen, y'all, it's been several episodes of healthy relationships, and now we're starting to get into things are going wrong.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi. We're the new neighbors, and we thought we would introduce ourselves. I'm Laura,
Oh.
and this is Ben.
Hello, Laura, Ben. Nice to meet you. I'm I can't think of a funny name. I'm just Marie.
All right, just Marie.
There we go. Yep.
We were wondering if you had a big, strong hockey-playing husband to help us move the little furniture that we have.
You know, I do think I have an extra one of those.
All right, cool. We ran out.
Andy! I turn and shout down the hall, and then I turn back. This is actually really good for him. He's kind of been in a funk lately, so maybe this can cheer him up a bit. Some physical labor.
Nate was supposed to be here too, so
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could use the phone to call Nate to see where Nate's at.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go for it.
Have you heard from Nate?
No, not today. I mean, I was at class, and then, the pregnancy brain, the place where people work out, not the gym, my job, and now I'm home.
Yeah.
So, no, but that's not unusual.
Okay. Well, he was supposed to help us move, so I thought I'd call from our place, but apparently phones don't come with houses, so.
Yes, that
Thank
is
you,
true.
Chris.
Luckily, my mom got us one. And you see, there's a hamburger phone on a little side table that you can use.
Yeah, I think I'll just go over and, while they are having their conversation, start dialing Nate's dorm room number.
Andy hasn't moved.
Neither has Ben. Ben is sort of just standing at the threshold of the door now, staring off into space as Laura and Marie go into the apartment and start dialing. Nate, you left already. So the phone rings for a while, and Lonnie picks up. Hello?
Lonnie?
Laura?
Is Nate
Ben's
okay?
not here. Ben moved. What, Nate?
Yes.
I don't know. He went into his room a while ago.
Oh, did
Do you
I
need me
dial
to
the
go-
wrong number?
He might have heard me
Uh,
yelling.
There would have been a centralized. There, like you
Oh.
call the dorm, and then somebody. I don't know. He was yelling. I think he was watching hockey or something. Do you want me to go check?
Yeah,
can get
will you
him.
see if Nate's okay? I just wanted to ask him something.
Sure. And you hear him like step away, and the phone just hang. As both Andy and Ben just stand in their respective spots for a while.
Well, Andy's
While
not
I'm on
standing.
hold,
Andy's
I'm gonna
sitting.
look between.
Sitting.
The two.
Andy, stand in the biblical sense.
Yeah, Andy's sitting, holding the book, but like, looks like they're asleep.
And I think I'll look from Andy to Marie and kind of give Marie a look of like, this is different. And then I'm going to look at Ben and just kind of wave Ben in and kind of give a look of like, what are you doing?
He was kind of just looking up at a wall, and then and then comes in and like closes the door behind him, and just
What are
walks
you
up
doing
to you.
out there?
I was just waiting for Andy.
Is there like a spider? Is there a spider on the wall?
No, not that I know of. Sorry,
Okay.
just brain. And then you hear Lonnie come back. Nate's not here.
Okay. I will try later. Thanks for checking, Lonnie.
Yep.
But I guess I won't see you as much. Okay. And then I hang up the hamburger phone. Yeah, no, Nate's not in his dorm, so
Maybe he went to do some drills on his own? Does that ever
Yeah.
happen, Andy? Andy?
When you say Andy the second time, He just kind of like mumbles.
Andy, are you okay?
What?
Nate's missing.
No, he's not. He's probably not missing. He's probably sleeping or something.
He's not in his house. Laura just called there.
Well, maybe he's going for a walk.
Well, Nate was supposed to help us move, and then Nate didn't show up. I don't remember, maybe Ben knocked on the door, didn't get any response, so we just kind of put everything in the truck and...
Yeah. We should probably get that stuff up. Andy.
Is all your
Yeah.
stuff outside? Right
yes.
now? Oh my
Most-
god. Oh my god. And I turn off the oven and take out the half-baked cookies. Let's go. Let's go.
You're
and
not moving anything, Marie.
I can move a lamp.
I think you should put your feet up, and I think, hey, Andy, I don't want to be an asshole, but will you help us move?
Yeah, sure.
I gotta look at everybody, just kind of like, oh, this is weird.
And
Okay,
Andy
well,
will put the book down, and it kind of makes like a loud thunk. I think because it's so quiet and awkward right now, and just like stands up, but isn't like his, himself. It doesn't seem like he's kind of slouched and dragging himself.
Okay,
Are you-
if I can't help you move lamps, I mean, how many lamps can one person own? I will be finishing these cookies, and you will be getting half of them.
I won't argue
mostly-
with that.
Paintings and movies, and 2 computers and chairs that I think we stole from the dorm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too much.
No.
Well, you can do, and I put my hand on the small of Andy's back. You can do the heavy lifting, and I'll just help with, organizing.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good.
All right, let's get to it.
And Andy will follow aimlessly.
I'm staying behind for a minute with Marie before I catch up with Ben and Andy.
All right.
A little girl talk, a little tea.
They basically like single file, just sort of both barely paying attention, walk out of the apartment.
Okay. First of all, is Andy okay? Is Andy sick?
I don't know. Everything's kind of terrible right now. I just
I'm
can't
sorry.
seem to cheer him up.
Oh,
I
as soon
don't
as Marie
know.
starts, Laura just goes in and hugs Marie. It's not your fault. Don't know this. Okay, listen. I thought, okay, we're your neighbors now, so you can come to me anytime. And I'm sure Andy's just like, maybe schoolwork's not going well. It's not. If it makes you feel any better, Ben was acting kind of odd when we pulled up tonight, and I'm like, do you not? Like, I don't know if Ben wants to. I don't know if Ben's regretting this. Honestly,
I think the same thing. Not about that, but like, I have a fucking baby in my belly. God.
maybe Andy's scared. Are you scared to have the baby?
I'm fucking terrified. Are you kidding me? I had to push a watermelon out of my nostril.
Have you told Andy, or like, have you said, hey, Andy, are you? Maybe if you share that you're feeling this way, maybe Andy will open up and it'll
No.
help.
I tried. There's just, it feels like it hasn't been like this all the time. He's usually very communicative. It's like the last 2 weeks since Ben's like birthday.
Oh my
It's
God, was
been
it the movie?
weird.
Did the movie make it weird?
I don't think it was
No,
that.
that's not That can't be how it works.
I don't know. I
Did
think it's
something
me.
happen?
I'm like a whale.
It's not you. And if I'm sorry, if Andy can't see how beautiful you are and is gonna be upset that you have a baby that he helped make inside of you, then he's gonna have to answer to me.
Yeah. I bet it's not even about me. I'm just like projecting or something.
Are you?
And
okay?
where's
I mean, clearly,
Nate?
I know. I don't know. It's really weird. Nate, you always shows up. I feel like.
No. This isn't good.
What?
Uh,
Well, I mean.
Andy, you and Ben, unless you initiate any conversation, basically just start mindlessly taking things out of the truck, and
Yeah.
and almost like almost automated,
Like a
start bringing
zombie.
it into the apartment, and just go about that for a while.
I do imagine
Uh,
Andy can lift a lot of things still, but he's just really low energy.
Yeah, I don't think either of you are really asserting yourselves, and like there's a couple trips where like one of you grabs just like a single painting and walks into the apartment, and neither of you talk about it. Laura, do you eventually go meet them?
I think I'd spend a little bit of time with Marie, like just talking, and probably longer than expected to like go help them. But like, I feel like being with Marie is a little more important than helping move the VHS tapes.
All right.
So I think unless Ben comes and gets me, I'm probably gonna stay with Laura, or not with Laura, with myself and with Marie. And talk about this stuff, because also Laura's feeling very insecure a little bit about how probably now maybe noticing that Ben might have not been as excited. Maybe the words were there, but not the excitement in packing things today.
Then in that case, while you and Marie are talking and making cookies, and Andy and Ben are mindlessly loading the contents of the truck into the apartment, that means that Nate arrives while they're still unpacking. So you drive up to Andy, Marie, Laura, and Ben's apartment.
I don't have
building.
a car.
Oh, sorry.
I
You
ran
left it
there. I ran. I'll just.
So maybe he's not there in time.
I think. Well, funny. I think that the
It would take,
distance
like,
between
days.
UBC and there, it would probably make more
far.
sense that you ran to like a bus or something.
Is it like 20 miles or something?
Yeah, UBC is pretty isolated from.
Okay. I
where
was thinking it was like anywhere from 3 to 5 miles, because Nate could definitely run that. But if it's like that kind of distance, then yeah, absolutely. I might run 3 to 5 miles, realize what I'm doing, and then get a bus
Yeah.
the rest of the way.
It is a hour and 30-minute walk from UBC to where
Not
they
that
are.
bad. That's
It's
less
honestly
than 3 to
not
5
that bad.
miles. Yeah.
It's actually not even that. Oh no, it gets pretty hilly.
That's true.
If you want to run, I'll let you roll a Constitution to see how you
All
are.
right.
right there.
I googled it. It's 3.7 miles.
Oh, please.
Oh,
I'm training to
that's
be a
not
professional
bad.
hockey player. I shouldn't need to roll a constitution for that. Come on. I'm an elite athlete. I should be able to run that for sure.
This is the speed on which you get there. You just talk to a ghost.
Yeah, I'm energized. I got adrenaline. All right,
Ouch,
cool.
man.
Here, I'll
You're feeling
roll
you're feeling religious guilt from the voice of your
Oh,
mother in
so
your head.
close.
73. I'm spending the luck. I don't care. This is offensive. It's offensive that you would do this, Kelly. I'm spending the 7 luck.
I think you get there with that mood. Then is the like almost defiant nature as Nate turns the corner to the apartment, and you see just these 2 zombies going back and forth.
I yank something. I just yank something like box out of Ben's hands and run inside with it. I don't even say hi. I just start moving.
Do you even know
things.
what apartment it is?
No, I run. Realize I start looking for the open door. I just start running from floor to floor,
Oh my
looking for a
god.
door that's open.
You eventually find it. I figure it's on like the 2nd floor. I honestly don't remember what floor we said that. Annie Marie's
It's the
apartment
floor
was on.
The one
Underneath ours,
underneath,
yeah.
Andy
Yeah.
and Marie's. I think it
So we'll
was
say-
2nd floor.
All right.
Marie
so
and
you get
Laura
to-
are in there crying. I just throw open the door, covered in sweat.
You go to Andy
eyes
and Marie's
ablaze.
apartment?
Oh no! Oh yeah, maybe
There's stuff piled outside of a door on the second
That's
floor.
true. Yeah, I just run and set it there, like okay, and just I'd like to just start running back and forth and helping moving everything as fast as possible.
Just lapping the two of you, Andy and Ben.
I think when Andy first sees you, he just kind of like raises his chin up at you. That's it, and you yank the thing from Ben's
I
arms.
balance it, slap you on the butt, and keep running.
And in no time flat, the rest of the stuff is brought into the apartment. And the three of you just sort of like sit there in a very empty looking apartment with everything that had come on the truck sort of piled in the center of the living room. 2 computers, 2 chairs, no desk, but like a mishmash of like art and posters and cassettes and VHS and just the combination of Laura and Ben sitting as a visible pile in the middle of the living room.
So that's it?
Yeah, it looks a bit less than I thought. You don't think Laura's gonna be upset, do you?
Where are you planning on sleeping? Are you gonna make a VHS bed?
No. We were gonna sleep in sleeping bags, and then I was, after that, gonna beg you for the mattress that you had put aside for when your kid gets older.
I'm there for this, right? I'm there for this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have the mattress?
You have to ask Marie if she's okay with that.
I run. I just take off running.
I don't see a problem.
Okay. I feel like I'm ruining this.
Ruining what?
I don't know. We're supposed to be really excited, and I feel like I should be excited, but something feels wrong.
Do you not want to move in with Laura?
No, it's not that. It's, I don't know, something. I feel like tainted today.
I kind of feel that too. I'm fucking so tired.
Yeah, you don't
I'm
look
exhausted,
great.
dude.
How do you do it?
And I kind of feel that same guilt. Like, I'm supposed to be happy because Marie's gonna have our kid soon. We're trying to finalize our name choices. Like, we both picked 2 names and we're trying to like figure out what name we're gonna go with, and I just have no energy for it.
Like, is it hockey or school or what's going on?
Yes.
Is there anything I can do?
No. Unless you can, like, I don't know, give me your energy or something.
No, I don't think I've mastered that particular ritual yet.
Alright.
Can I ask you something?
No.
All right, cool.
Just, yeah, you can ask me something. What's up?
Do you ever get afraid? Do you ever get afraid that you're setting them up for disappointment?
Hell yeah. I felt that way like my entire life. My father constantly making me feel like I'm not good enough.
Like, do you think that you're just gonna leave Marie with regrets?
Maybe.
All right, so it's normal then.
I don't know.
I just feel like everything's good. So why do I feel like I shouldn't be doing this to her?
Maybe you have some like deep feelings about making people feel like you're not good enough, or that when things get good, something bad is about to happen.
Yeah, that's the. Every time something's good, something bad happens.
Isn't
not a
that like
feeling
the
anymore, it's
balance of life? You know, Nate's always going on about that.
So what's gonna happen now?
Fuck if I know, dude.
How the
You
fuck do
have
I
some kind
prepare
of like
for it?
future telling ritual in your repertoire.
I don't know.
We could ask the Ouija board.
You still have that?
Yeah, it's in the kids' room. We put it back where we found it. Why? You want it? You can have it. It's a housewarming
No,
gift.
no, don't. I don't know. Something's wrong. Whatever. I can't seem to make anything last, so I'm sure the apartment's gonna blow up, or I'm gonna.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. I don't know if I can
Hey,
afford another place.
the whole chip cult's out in one blow. I'm gonna try to stop feeling weird. I want to be excited for Laura.
Okay.
Uh,
How are you planning to do that?
I'll just stop being weird.
Good luck with that. You've been weird since day one.
And you
but
see that
Kind of what I like about you.
You see the familiar Ben smile, the practiced and deliberate smile come across his face. All right. Moving day. Nate's probably already halfway up with the mattress.
Dude, he's probably already like coming down here.
He's probably got a second mattress over the other shoulder. So let's greet him. Nate, you get to Andy and Marie's apartment where Lauren and Marie are baking cookies with the goal of acquiring the mattress.
Yeah, I throw open the door and I just charge in like wild-eyed, looking around.
Nate? You're okay.
Mattress.
I tried calling you. Oh, what?
I need the mattress. You, and I point at Laura, need a mattress. And I point at you, Marie, and I say, you have a spare. Where is it?
Oh, yeah.
Is it okay if we borrow your mattress, Marie?
It's fine, totally. We shoved it in the corner in the bedroom.
I'll show Nate.
I
and
take off.
I'll go in with Nate. I'll try to catch up with Nate.
Just drenched.
If I can get
Yeah, you catch me as I'm like, whoa, hoisting the mattress, like whirling around.
And I like lower my voice. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, totally. I'm great.
Okay, well, you didn't show up today, so...
Yeah, let's take it.
I mean, you did show up, but it's just not in the ways that... Okay.
Yeah, I was hanging out with Wanjala. It was all good.
I know, I've been meaning to tell you. I know all this stuff happened, but I found some things, and I found something that maybe we can try.
Oh yeah? It's good. We gotta send him up. We gotta send him back. I accidentally summoned him here. I'm separating from his family. He's bleeding every time I'm talking to him. He's stuck here. It's horrible. I've done a horrible thing. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it.
Wait, what?
I'm
Stop,
sorry.
stop. And I'm like gonna kind of like quietly try to like hold the mattress and like hug Nate. What do you mean? Was it the Ouija board? Was it the Ouija board night?
Yeah, he used...
It was an accident, Nate.
I
It's
set
not
the
your
Ouija board
fault.
in front of the door, or not the Ouija board, so the mattress in front of the door, so the door is completely blocked off from the mattress. I'm like, he was...
Yeah.
He was his wife used the Ouija board when she was alive, and it summoned evil forces, and it ruined their lives, and he got killed, and his family got deported. They barely escaped, and now I've summoned him back from wherever his family was, and now he's stuck here, and he won't stop showing up. He's haunting me, but it's not because he was to, it's because he can't leave. And now I gotta get rid of him and lose him like I'm losing you.
Me? I'm right here, Nate. I'm not going anywhere. I have a notebook. I've been writing stuff down. When I've researched things, and we can go through it and we can see if there's something that'll work. But you're not losing me, Nate. You're not. What are you saying that for?
You already moved away. You're going away. You're going here. You've moved over here.
Well, Ben asked me to move, and I didn't think. I wasn't trying to like abandon you. For once in my life, I felt like I wasn't being abandoned, so I just kind of jumped at the chance.
Yeah. No, you're not bad. You're not wrong. You're all together, and Andy, I'm never gonna have. He's gone. You're here, and I gotta do practices, and it's fine. It's fine.
No,
You have to move in. I
I'm
missed
still
it. I'm
gonna
sorry.
be on campus. No, you don't need to apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were feeling like this. I know exactly how you feel. This is how I felt when I first came here. I don't want to do that to you. You can
felt
come
like
over
that?
anytime, and I'm gonna. Yeah, when I felt like this most of my life. Like I'm in a room of people and nobody's there.
I just give Laura a big, very wet hug.
Mm-hmm.
And I hug Nate back. I'm gonna still be around. I'm gonna still bother you. I know I haven't been around as much, but I have thought about you, and I have been. I found one about enchanting a candle. I found another one about protecting. I think, like children, and I didn't know if that was a good thing that we should maybe do.
I think because I don't know what when Jala's family summoned, then maybe it's bad, so we need to protect the baby. And I'm always gonna be here for you. I'm always gonna be here for all of you guys, and I'm gonna keep you safe. When Jala told me that I need to keep all of you safe, and I'm gonna keep you safe, and we're never gonna, we're gonna be together, all of us, the chip cult forever.
I'm always gonna be here too, and I got. Is he scaring you?
No, he's not being. I mean, yes, he's terrifying, but not because he wants to be. It's because he's a scary ghost who keeps bleeding from the mouth and chest.
Okay, well, we're gonna deal with this soon. Do you want to stay with us tonight?
I don't want to leave him alone. He's stuck here, and he needs somebody. He's not with his family. Would you mind if I maybe invited him?
Here?
Not here, but like just with me, and then I'll take him with me. He shows up where I am.
Yeah, that's fine. And then like maybe if you can communicate with him, you can say that we're working on it, and we'll send him back to his family soon.
Okay, I'll get the Ouija board. Actually, you get the Ouija board. I'm gonna get the.
Are we sure we want to do that?
I think no matter what, we need to take it out of here.
Okay, I mean, it's already done this much. Like, do we really want to invite whatever else might want to come? We don't know what we're doing.
No, I would
That's how
only
this
use it to
happened.
try and contact Winjala. I summoned him once. I can do it again. Before, though, it had a bunch of candles and a photo and stuff. That's all set up back at my dorm, but I don't want to run all the way back there.
The two of you see the mattress fall to the ground.
I just like stop it because we're like right in front of it. It's like,
Marie, you feel the mattress get pushed back up against the door. Would you like to tell the audience what you rolled and what you got?
I rolled to listen, and I got 7 versus 20.
So you heard all of this.
Which is a hard success. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But the mattress does not fall. It gets pushed back in place.
Okay, well, Marie's
Is
gonna start this.
Wenjala?
Shit.
he's a friend from the team. He's on
That's
the team.
bleeding from the mouth and chest?
We've been doing a lot of really hard workouts.
And he only shows up where you are?
We're role playing.
Yeah.
For a play that I might do that Ben might help me write.
What?
It's based on Cremaster.
And you didn't want to tell me?
And I kind of look at Nate like we should just tell her.
I mean, you can roll fast talk against Marie's psychology if you want, unless
Can I
you
ask
wanna-
just a question? I've known Marie since before high school. Do I think that she would respond well to knowing that the Ouija board that they have in their home once summoned dark forces that resulted in the destruction of a family, a member of whom I have accidentally resummoned and who is now haunting
You
me?
would think she would believe you.
Yes, but would she take that well? Like, is
Oh.
that like a, oh, okay,
What-
or is that like a,
would high
Because I also
school
just
and
said about
what have you done?
protecting a child spell kind of thing. too, so
would Marie be into this, or what would you? How would you respond? Or how would Nate think you would respond? I guess is the question.
I don't know. I think Nate's been right to be cautious about this for sure. I mean, who knows how a pregnant woman would feel? But I would definitely. I mentioned in our private chat that I have already said Marie is very gullible. I feel like I was already.
Sounds like she already bought it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you pick up the fact that Marie bought it and is now upset that you didn't invite her to the play.
I'm gonna move the mattress and just come out and give Marie a hug and say, I'm so sorry. You were so busy with the child that Laura thought that you wouldn't be able to, right? That it would be too much strain?
I didn't want to like stress you out, and like I also don't even know if it's gonna even happen. Like it was something that just kind of happened, and I don't even know if it's gonna continue to happen.
Well, I'll be your
I can
number
write
one
a part for you if it
fan.
does.
I don't need to be in it. I just want to be there. This sounds so cool.
Yeah.
Well,
How are you gonna do the blood?
I've heard you can use
That's
maple
down.
syrup, and maple syrup and like red food dye, and like that way it wouldn't
Ooh.
taste bad, you know.
Yeah. If it's
I'm
gonna
fully
be coming
leaving.
out of his
Yeah.
mouth the whole time.
Yeah, and like I feel so guilty as I'm saying this to Marie.
Wow.
Do you still have that like Ouija board?
You could
thing you-
use it's
Like, it's a-
authentic. And I like go
like
to
a
the
prop.
closet. I can't reach it, but it's up there, I think. And I like point to the top in the closet.
I'm gonna reach up and grab the Ouija board and tuck it under my arm.
Give me a spot hidden.
Ooh.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm doing bad. I
boo.
failed 70 versus 25.
You find the Ouija board and tuck it under your I'm assuming flannel.
Yeah, my green flannel that for fall or no, yeah, I think what day is it
We're
again?
almost
It's
spring.
March.
Almost.
It's green
almost-
for
it's
March.
It's
Yeah.
almost time for a new flannel in the springtime. I'm really nervous about what I did not find. So
Mhm. That's fine. Probably fine. And Nate, you bring down the mattress to Laura and Ben's new apartment, where you just kind of see Andy and Ben standing. And Ben turns to you and almost startles you for a moment, the fact that he suddenly is smiling, despite his demeanor still sort of being like down. And he says, "Oh, the mattress is here."
Yeah. Is there
Perfect.
anything else that you guys need?
No, we got blankets and pillows and no phone and no desk, but I'm sure that we can sit cross-legged and everything's gonna be great. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that sounds great. Laura said that I could stay the night with you guys. Is that okay? Just for tonight? I don't want to live here, you know.
Sure.
But
we can have
yeah.
a party. I can offer you water. I have a mug that you can drink water from.
Great. Yeah. Sounds like a mug. Cool. I'm on board.
Perfect. And he sort of like looks around and finds a one sec. I can, 9 Inch Nails mug, a black one with the white
Hey.
logo. I just googled when 9 Inch Nails existed.
Yes.
And you can grab some water from the tap. Laura, when do you come down?
I think after talking, like as soon as I get this Ouija board, I'm like, I should probably go help. Because I'm feeling so uncomfortable about lying, even though I know it's coming from a place of trying to protect Marie. And just trying to get downstairs and feeling a little bit uncomfortable with the Ouija board in general under my arm, and so I want to put it down.
All
And
right.
before she comes down, I think Andy's gonna try to leave.
All right. Are you doing
All
it?
right.
Just
do
are you
you
just gonna walk away?
Need anything
Huh?
else?
Oh yeah, but nothing. No, we're gonna be great. First night here, we're roughing it.
Right. All
All
right.
right.
See you later, dudes.
Hey, man, before you go. And I just walk over and give him a big hug, like a really tight, big hug. And then I'm like, we're always going to be together, man. All of us, we're always going to be together.
Yeah, sure.
And I love you. I wanted to let you know that.
Love you too.
You feel
dude.
Ben come up behind you and hug you as well, and sort of like almost getting like halfway across Nate's back with his hands.
Andy's
thanks so
saying
much.
the words, but like Andy's not really giving you the hug back. Normally he is a great hugger, but I think he just has like no energy, that he's just not. He's saying like, yeah, dude, sure.
What's wrong, man?
But sounds
It's a
like
limp
no.
hug. What are you doing?
I like the idea
don't just
that
stand there like a dead fish. Hug
I'm
me.
tired, dude.
Laura, you come onto the scene during this moment as well.
I'm just
What's
gonna
wrong,
I'm just
man?
gonna stand back and let it kind of unfold with the Ouija board under my arm.
What's wrong? Why are you so tired?
It's work, school, hockey. It's just a lot.
Can I tell that something is off aside from just the fact that he's tired? Can I be like, because I know Andy real well.
Yeah. Are you trying specifically to mask Andy?
No.
All right. Then just give me a straight psychology, Nate.
All right. That is a great stat for me. It is a 12.
Oh my god.
Here we
Mhm.
go. It's a 30 versus 22. I
You're
couldn't
also
spend the luck
gullible.
if I tried. Yeah.
Yeah. The words that are coming out of Andy's mouth sound genuine.
Okay, but you really don't look good. You should get some sleep.
Really, man.
I'm gonna let go now. And sort of just
Okay.
leaves the
Yes,
hug.
can everybody let me go? I need to go. I need to sleep.
Yeah. See if you
But
can get
first
Marie to
I
make
have
you
to-
some soup, maybe.
Study the stupid book.
Man, I think you should leave the studying. Just go to sleep. You don't look good.
No, I gotta finish reading it. We have like a test coming up, and it's like a whole thing.
All right. Well, I hope you get some rest soon, man.
Yeah.
He's like pointing like, that's why I'm trying to leave. And he just kind of like leaves, and it's a little
Nate takes
weird.
up a lot of the hallway, so you have to like squeeze around him. As
I
Nate
think
is almost
Andy
like pushed
also
into
takes up a lot of the hallway, so the two of them combined are like.
Nate kind of is pushed into the kitchen, which is also still pretty small for Nate. And as you pass, Laura, Ben sees her, and you see now, Laura, as Andy passes you, Ben just like smiling at you, and comes like rushing up to you and gives you a hug and says, "I am so excited. We're done. Everything's in here. We can have our first night."
I hope it's okay. I invited Nate to stay. We're gonna be like camping.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. He told me all about it. He's got water. He's drinking from the one mug I own. So I hope you have anything that can contain liquid as well.
We can
Um,
share. Can I tell that Ben is it performative?
Give me a hard psychology.
Man,
Because fun
It's
fact,
already
Ben,
hard.
Ben is really good at fast talk.
damn it. All right.
Ben seems like a sociopath or something.
Ugh. A psychology failure 76 versus 30.
I will let you know that it is a dramatic turn, but I think you could possibly believe that like now that everything has been moved into the house, it's like a relief. He's like fully relieved now.
I think that I can't really tell, so I just ease into it. I'm glad you're excited. I have the Ouija board, and I kind of nervously look at Nate.
Ben backs up like almost immediately. Yay!
Don't worry, it's for a project we're working on.
She told me everything.
Oh, I look to see if like Marie is gone.
Oh, I'm not there.
Nate, Andy is gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I poke my head out
Ben
the
kind of
hallway.
like Ben pulls Laura in and like closes the door, just to be sure.
I
know
I
about
tell Bennett.
Wanchala?
I didn't know he had a name, but I know that something happened the first time that you used this. And that Laura's been looking stuff up. I've also kind of been looking some stuff up as well.
Okay, tell me all about it. What have you both found? Laura said she found some stuff. What have you both found? Tell me.
I am not that great at it. I think I showed you that site. It was like resurrection or something, right?
Mm-hmm. But that's not really what I think we need to do.
Yeah.
Nate.
Right.
Did you see it? Did you find anything else? 'Cause I
Me?
found yeah, you. I found that candle one. Let me see. And I'm gonna start rustling through boxes, and I finally find like pulling things open, pulling things out, and I finally have this like notebook that I pull out, and it has like these neatly written notes in it. I got this enchant candle one where you can, I don't know that this would really help. Maybe it will. It's like a ritual. You can have an effect for a full day. You can do things like forcing someone into undying love with you, or I don't know, doing better at something. I don't know if that's really helpful.
Is there like a non-force way to do the love thing? Actually, never mind. Sorry. Say the rest of what was the?
Well,
So it's
and like you see, like
It's just an energy candle?
it's kind of like it seems like, and I'm like reading through my notes. I mean, you need like fingernail clippings or hair scraps. You need a couple things. Blood. I don't know if this would really work for what we're
We
trying
can get
to
those things.
Well, I mean, he bleeds a lot, but it doesn't stay. The blood kind of goes with him.
I mean, whose blood does it need to be?
It says supplicant. So I think that's the person casting it. It was not a word that I use super frequently. It's like a person who is asking an important, I don't know what it is. And then I'll go over and grab my dictionary and start looking through the dictionary for the word. Supplicant. A person who prays to God or respectfully asks an important person to help them or give them something that they want very much.
So that whoever makes the candle.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah.
Ben kind of leans into you. He says, "I mean, if you're casting it, we can get blood."
I know, but like, how would that help with this ghost that we need to send
I
home?
should probably give the blood because I'm the one who's sending him away. I'm the one who brought him here, so I think it has to be me.
So we're gonna make the ghosts happy.
Yes.
With a candle?
Yeah, and send him back to his family.
I mean, if anything, we should try to make Andy happy. He's not doing so good.
No. I mean, but
I mean, do we want to test this? Is it this? I mean, do they have grades? Do the spells have like reviews? Did
it's-
someone try this online
No.
and say,
there's just a few things that were like, you know how like it's not really comment section under these things. It says it takes a day long to do, so it's not like it's a, oh, I got an hour, let's do a enchant candle kind of thing.
you hear a knock on the door? Shit. And I imagine most of you are still having this conversation. Oh no, you went into the living room to get your stuff. So I think all of you are like circled around this notebook with nothing really to sit on, as the door knocks. I'll get it.
Okay.
Neighbors.
Yeah, maybe we're being
And he
loud.
walks over and opens the door, and you can see Ben just like smiling at you, Marie. Oh, hey, you
really need to keep it down.
sorry, we got company over, and we're pretty excited. So you know what happens.
I'm just kidding. But I did bring these, and I give a Tupperware full of chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, Tupperware, great. We really need that. And
And
there's
then
stuff
feel
in it
free
too.
to keep it.
And I take the book and kind of hide it behind me. Do you want to come in and look at the place and kind of like drop it on top of a box?
Oh, I'll come when you're more settled. I feel like I just want to spend time with Andy tonight.
You don't want to see the
Okay.
pile? We're all
Pretty
just
cool
sit-
pile.
we're sitting around worshiping the pile.
Oh, okay, sure. What?
I don't know. And awkwardly like walks with the tray or with the Tupperware into the kitchen, and just like gestures, and you can see again just a pile of stuff. And
Now I get it.
yeah,
A pile.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is there a special chant that we have to do?
something chip related, I'd assume.
Yeah.
Wenjala! Thank you for this pile! Eh?
Marie knows about the play. And I look at Ben.
You could see him like just pale, holding the Tupperware. Right.
Nate
yes.
and I were really bad about letting it slip. Honestly, maybe we should just say like a mixed bag of chips, bless our home. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All
Nate usually does this.
Yeah, it's usually me. So if we're gonna be praying to the pile, I don't know. I'm just sort of thinking. I'm like, we should have an offering. We should all have an offering, and we should all partake. Do we have chips?
We have cookies.
I brought cookies. I'm
They
sorry.
have chocolate chips. They've got chocolate chips in them, right?
That's true.
That's
They
like-
do.
that's like a
Perfect.
chip.
Chip cookies.
Yes. Yeah. Everybody eat some chips. And make sure and then think about the pile and how the pile it represents a place where we're all gonna go someday. I don't know. None of this is making sense.
Awkwardly
Anyway.
eating a cookie. All right. Well, you can clearly see that we are normal neighbors and will not be causing any issues. So I hope you and your husband have a lovely. Marie, was it?
That's right, Marie Wilson.
It's lovely to meet you, and I'll make sure to get this Tupperware right back to you once we consume your delicious cookies.
I mean, if you need the Tupperware, you're welcome to keep it. We
Thank you.
collect, margarine containers, yogurt
desperately need
containers.
it, yeah.
You'll get good at that.
Looks at you, Laura. That's an adult thing. We should start doing that.
We really should. I'm glad for the tip. And please say hello to your husband, Alfred, for us.
I will. I do not correct you as I walk out the door.
Sorry, I should have told her to go away, but that seemed more suspicious.
No, I
Yeah.
think it worked out. We blessed the home. And the cookies are actually, that's the only food we have in the house. So honestly, that's much needed.
That's true. I would
Can I
suggest
look
you
around and see if Wanjala showed up after what Marie did? Could I just
give me
like
a spot,
quick
give me a
glance?
spot hidden.
Okay, here we go. What is my spot hidden? Do I have spot hidden's 39? It's better than some of my other stats. Still failed. 63 versus 39. Not even close.
You don't see him, no. So we got Candle. We got. You told me about a baby thing.
I found one, and at first I was like, this doesn't matter, but I don't know, because like then I thought about Marie being pregnant. There's like a spell against possession, and I didn't know, like maybe we should start at the candle and then work our way up. I don't
Candle
know
seems
how this stuff works.
Easier. And if it
Yeah.
fails, we just burn a gross candle.
Yeah.
True, with blood in it. And then if it works, then we can go, oh, maybe we do just protect the baby. Right? Like
All
this
right.
stuff can't hurt, right?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, except for like when you accidentally summon something that gets the authorities to come and kill your family.
I mean,
Uh,
maybe it's just
so-
big talk, you know? Like trying to scare you.
I don't know. Why would he want to scare me? He just wants me to send him back.
Oh,
You would
I-
know, Laura, most of these rituals, especially during the prep or the actual anything that involves action, usually has instructions or refers to the instructions for creating a protective circle around yourself.
well, okay, maybe there is something to it, because you're supposed to like do a salt circle thing. Like you have to draw a circle around yourself, and like you do the spells in the circle.
Okay. So you put a bunch of salt down, draw a circle in the salt, and then you get in the circle?
Well, you take like, you know, like I don't know, a big thing of just regular table salt from what I've
Okay.
seen, and then you just draw a circle around your group and have it connect. And
Okay. I say let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get on it.
All
takes
right.
a day.
We don't
Oh.
have any of these things, so maybe we should make a shopping list.
Okay. If you give me the list of stuff and you tell me everything that we need during the week, I can go get the stuff.
Okay. And I think I start writing down this spell kind of word for word on a piece of paper and rip it off for Nate. And just like send, like just not send it because it's paper. I rip it and I fold it over and hand it to Nate.
All
Okay,
right.
it's just blood or hair.
Yeah.
And
Do you
if
guys want to be like alone for a little bit also? Because you just moved into a new place and I can go for a walk and then come back. I haven't done my cooldown. So I could, come back 30,
I'm
40,
just
50
saying-
minutes. How long do you guys need?
I don't want to be weird. I mean, not for a weird reason, but we could use some food.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I assume I know some places around here. So I'll head out and grab some food.
All right.
And while I'm
Um,
walking, I would like to once again, I would like to just start talking to Wanjala, just as if like he's there. Just be like, "Hey man, don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here. You don't have to stick around. You won't have to stick around much longer. It's soon you'll get to go back to your family." And like trying to encourage him.
No response. And Laura, Ben takes an interest in these rituals, and whether that's whether that creates a bonding moment or not, I think the rest of the evening is sort of consumed by like anticipating setting this up, like deciding whether or not it's worth it, like the fears and speculations.
I think because I know Ben has been also digging into this stuff, that this is probably the most that I think Laura has opened up about the things she's found. And if Ben is excited about it, it makes me feel like, oh, I'm helping. Maybe if we try this small thing, we can see if this stuff even works, and it can be like a step in Ben's healing process.
All right. The following days, and I hate to do this to you, but exams are coming up.
Oh
Not again.
no!
So, with the burnout, the rejection, the ghosts, and the preparations for a ritual, y'all still have to study. So the way that we're going to do this, because I'm a benevolent and nice keeper, I'm going to have each of you, including Ben, roll just a flat education roll. And the results of this will determine how many bonuses you each get for your exam rolls. So if, for example, all of you succeed, then you will be adding 5 bonuses to all of your exam rolls. If only 2 of
Oh,
you
we're
succeed,
relying on each other like we're a cult or something.
it's a study group. Now a few problems with that. We're gonna start on my screen in order. So over the next few days, Nate, you gather the ingredients and sort of put them aside for like a time that the 3 of you can get together, or Laura can grab them and do everything. Your interaction with Winjala was mostly positive, other than the fact that you've learned that you've cursed his soul, but you didn't receive anything really negative from it, other than maybe being distracted. But
This is new rhetoric that we're cursing souls. I just like to put this is new rhetoric we're introducing. That is not what Winjala said.
You said it.
Oh boy!
Cursed his soul. Like, I'm speaking through the mind of Neftali. You cursed his soul to be trapped away from his family. No big. Anyways, I will let you roll education.
Okay.
Through these various study groups.
Oh boy, here we go. 64 versus 33. Can I push that?
Yes, and you will tell me how you push studying.
Do we get
over the course of the next...
-2?
No,
That's what I'm saying.
I won't give a penalty. So it's literally just, are you engaged enough and like adding enough to the study groups that everybody else is getting a bonus from this? You aren't dragging anybody down. So it's up to you as to whether or not you want to push it.
I think Nate has made friends with a number of people in his classes. I think he's just, especially at this stage in his life, he's a fairly charismatic, magnetic sort of fella. And I think that he's been calling on his friends through this whole, first year. I think he realizes like he's still very much in over his head on a lot of these courses. He needs help. And at the same time, he is absolutely a student athlete and needs to be performing at an exceptional level. So I think what he basically lowers his head and has that whole "we can sleep when we're dead" mentality. Is like, this is crunch time. We have to push through to the end of the semester. We're only a couple weeks away, and then we're free, and we can just focus on the ritual and just focus on sports, and that's it.
All right.
And so I lower my head, and I think I stop working on the ritual as well during that period.
All right, go ahead and roll again.
All right, here we go. About to roll 2. Plus 70. 2 plus 70 versus 33. Shout out to the 2 crew. The 72 crew.
The 72 crew. Brutal.
What do you want me to take from you? Money, your efficiency in hockey, or your energy?
I think Nate would definitely sacrifice his energy before efficiency in hockey. He would put his temporary success in hockey above or the chance for long-term success in hockey above his temporary health.
All right. I will give you the gassed condition on your manias. And you don't help the group study. Even as hard as you try, you do not. Andy, shit's fucked and everything's bad. Go ahead and roll
Yeah,
twice,
man.
and you'll take the worst one.
Oh,
Roll education twice and I take the worst?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, shit.
About to roll back-to-back twos, baby.
Don't
I'm
don't
scared.
curse me like that, you.
Apparently I'm a soul
Oh!
curser.
Take that! 8 extreme success.
Yeah, but what's the worst?
Yeah,
one?
what's the worst one? I
Yeah.
know.
About
Now
to
I'm
be a
gonna get
3.
in. Now I'm
59.
59. All
Ooh.
right,
3
not
plus
the worst.
56. That's all.
All right. Your condition unchanged, like doesn't change. But you've almost built up momentum now of like study, work, hockey, study, work, hockey, study, work, hockey. And despite being essentially a piece of furniture during the study groups, you do manage to offer insightful additions to questions and bring up chapters that people should probably
I think
recover.
Andy just states like simply just what the answer is,
Perfect.
but in like the
You were
most
you were the
drained
back of the
sounding voice.
textbook.
Yeah.
And Marie, you're doing all right. I'll let you decide if being rejected so many days ago, at the beginning of the month, would affect you.
I think I'm very tenacious. So I feel like the rejection hurts in the short term, but in the long term, I'm pushing on.
All right, then go ahead and roll 1 education. Nice.
Ooh, almost a hard success, but still a success. 27 versus 50.
All right, nothing to sneeze at. Laura,
My
go ahead.
turn.
Just roll
Okay.
flat education.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna push it.
All right, and I will
can.
tell you that if you push it, you can't prepare the ritual in the time.
Yeah.
While studying, you can't prepare it if you push it.
I'm already not working on it.
Yeah, I think Laura is a bit distracted by this ritual. I mean, my friend is getting haunted right now.
So you're gonna keep this roll?
It's a bad roll.
Can Winjala help me study?
Surprisingly, no.
I think Laura's not there's a lot at stake with being haunted by someone who's bleeding from their mouth. So I think that's going to take a bit of precedence over extra study nights.
I'm also now
Oh.
envisioning Nate having a study like about gender studies with Wanjala.
Blood-mouthed ghost.
Yeah, he's a real good supportive husband. So I mean, he would take a
It's
bullet
the
for a
patriarchy,
few
dude.
for his wife. I don't know what that means.
Don't worry, Nate will tell you.
All right, Laura, you've decided to do the ritual then. So I think on a day, let's call it Thursday, March 16th, 3:00 and no, 6:00 at night. The study group has formed in Marie and Andy's apartment. And I think however you want to lie your way out of not feeling well enough to go, you can spend an entire day working on this. We'll say that there are no classes on Friday because everyone's studying, so they want to give you more time to study.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go from 6:00 Thursday to 6:00 Friday, working on this this ritual or this candle.
Okay. Hope I don't flunk out of school.
So the wax is easy enough to warm up, just on the stove. You guys probably have some pots and stuff that you can position to melt the wax in. Tell me all the things that you're putting into it.
Okay, well, the recipe calls for fingernails or hair scraps of the supplicant, and we decided that Nate was the supplicant.
All right.
correct? So which would Nate give me, fingernails or hair clippings?
Both. He'd
Okay.
he'd go to the barber, get some of the hair, give you that, and also clip all of his nails. And he heard you needed blood, so he would just he probably bleeds in practice sometimes. So he'd wipe some of that off and put it on like a swab or something.
Okay.
Also,
I
he might have to get blood tested, just for the team, to make sure that he's not on anything like PEDs or any drugs. So it might even be that at that he managed to get you swing things and get you a vial of his blood. So yeah, he would
Okay.
bring that to you.
So I probably put it in a dropper because I have to drop the blood. It doesn't say how many droplets, but I probably put in more than I need to just to be sure. And I probably put the fingernails and hair scrap in it. Just it says or. So maybe I shouldn't. So then maybe I'll try to take out some of the hair clippings and there's be a little remnant of that. And
just
then
have wax and black hair stuck on your fingers now.
this sounds like I'm trying to do this properly and feeling like I'm messing it up as I go. It says, and on the side of the event, the supplicant wishes to influence must be written on the side of the candle. So I haven't. Would I be able to write that on, or would I need to wait for Nate to be present for that?
It sounds like you can write it on, because Nate will be the one that lights the candle, but you can be the one that preps it for him.
Okay, so I think beforehand I probably spoke with Nate. What would Nate want me to write on the side of the candle?
I would want you to write, Winjala, I hope that you find peace and can return to your family. P.S. I'm sorry for accidentally summoning you, and I hope that whatever your wife summoned has left you all alone.
I will write that
That's
as
so
neatly
long.
as possible on the
Perfect.
side of this candle. That's probably why it took a day.
Yeah, because you would basically what you would have to do is you would have to set up almost like a wire hanger that you would tie the wick around and then slowly dip it into the wax over and over.
Mhm.
Unless you were making a tall cup candle, in a mason jar or something.
Yeah.
It's up to you. But
I think because I have to write on the side, I would put it on where I could easily write on the wax.
yeah, it would be
Probably make a
that
thick one.
if you were doing a dip candle, it would basically you would wait until the second or third to the last dip and then put the paper around it and then dip a couple more times so that it's still visible through the clear wax. But if you're doing a mason jar one, you would just tape it to the inside and pour the wax in.
I think I did the dip method, and Katie thought I had to handwrite it on there. So it makes more sense that it's on a piece of paper. So I reread that thing over and over again to make sure I wrote it down exactly how it should be.
That's true. With Laura, I think you have to write it in.
Yeah, Laura thought I needed to engrave it on the side of the candle.
All right, then ignore what Kelly said. I think maybe Ben suggested that, but if you're trying to be incredibly precise, you can once the candle's done and cooled, you can start to slowly carve. And yeah, it's very methodical and takes a while. Once the study group is done and Ben comes back at about 2 a.m, he'll have brought coffee for you, and a scone of some variety, whichever Laura's favorite scone is.
She just likes plain scones. So I think as soon as just grateful. Well, plain scones are delicious.
You're very, very
It's just
sure
funny
about
you were
that.
just plain scone.
The only thing Laura's ever been sure about is a plain scone. But I think just very hungry from the day, just probably lost in the task of making this candle. It's kind of like when you get on a task and you're just laser focused and you don't realize how hungry you are until you're done doing it. So I
Oh, you're not done. This is the middle of the night. First, Thursday.
Okay.
It's Friday at 3 a.m. and he brings you the coffee and the scone.
I think getting, interrupted and being oh, thank God, I didn't realize how hungry I am. Eating the scone, drinking the coffee, and probably a very tired hug and brief moment of respite and then getting right back into it.
He'll like kiss you on the side of the head, and go to sit on your probably thrift store collection of furniture, with the TV, his TV that I forgot about, stacked up on like milk crates. And he deliberately gives you space to continue, not wanting to screw up the ritual in any way.
I read everything over and over again, and I make this candle perfectly so that when Nate lights it, it's ready to go.
And it's about 6 p.m. on the Friday, when you have hanging in front of you as perfect a candle as you can accomplish. And almost as if all of the focus is gone, you feel yourself sort of tumble back a bit, and essentially need to go immediately to sleep.
I do that. Just pass out.
Now I'm going to roll for Ben to see how he does on the studying. 82 out of 55. Do I want Ben to push it?
Ben's a fragile boy.
I have a question for the group, actually. One sec. What is Ben's psychology? Ben has a 60 psychology. How clear is it that the group is stressing over the grades?
Oh, it's real. You can tell Andy's messed up. I mean,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be very. I think even Nate is like half the time nowhere to be seen. Like after being like, I'm gonna be around you guys forever, starting in a couple weeks. Yeah, Nate has become more hockey than man.
All right, then I think Ben would push this, and I think he would forego sleep as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
Ooh,
extreme success. Ooh.
Extreme.
I could have been extreme buddies
success.
with him if I could have kept my first roll.
I think almost like you sense lightness in Ben, Laura. After that first night moving in, the weirdness almost drifts away from him, and having you and Nate talking about the ritual, Nate kind of going away, and then seeing how much you're putting into it, Nate feels calmer, almost as if a weight is being lifted by you, and he doesn't have to carry it. And he's going to add 2 bonuses to everybody's rolls. So real quick, down the line again, tests are rolling in over the course of the week. And I'm going to have 2 of you do your exams, and then we can do the candle. So I'm actually going to do this random. So 1 is Marie, 2 is Andy, 3 is Nate, 4 is Laura.
Please don't be me. I always roll poorly.
Andy.
Oh God. I always do so bad on my school rolls.
Oh.
You got a lot of classes, so
We have 3 bonuses.
yeah, you got 3 bonuses. So real quick, roll me a biology
That's
with
not
3
gonna help me.
bonuses.
What does 3 bonuses mean?
So click the bonus button 3 times and then reduce that number from your rolled number.
It's not really gonna help me. My biology is 21, y'all. All right.
You could do roll 1d. No, it would be better. You could do roll 3d10. You could type that after you roll.
Well, I'll just
instead of-
roll it and then we'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
The freaking dice. Oh my gosh, RNG's telling a story. Thank you. 'Cause
I
Andy needs this. Andy's
roll
like
your bonuses because
Andy's
this
like
can get to 1.
down to the bottom of like the wick, if we want to use the candle analogies at the moment. Like Andy's like, I gotta study, man. He's not even focusing on his relationship. All right, bonus. I do this
First
how many
bonus.
times?
2 more. So now it's a 2 out of 21. Yeah.
I go into the negatives.
Yeah, it'll max out at 1. Yeah, you. All of it pays off as you ace 100% your biology exam.
Woo.
Roll me
No
a
wonder
fart.
Carl has to live up to you.
All that
Alright.
pressure. Now pharmacy for your
Oh, God.
chemistry exam.
Oh, come on.
Oh my god.
What? That is wild. No way. I just got a hard success with 10 to 21. The other one was a 4 to 21. That's wild.
3 bonuses.
Woo. All right.
What are the odds?
7.
3.
7,
1,
1, 3.
Jesus.
You back to crit 1.
Woo.
You 100% your chemistry exam.
Oh my god. I hope this helps bring you out of the funk you're in.
I
Andy
know.
just
God, I
peaked.
hope I'm no longer burnt out.
And just for fun, with no studying, give me a dex roll for
Oh.
how you're doing in hockey.
Let's see.
Ooh.
God. Okay. This is where
Uh,
I totally understand, Dice, if you don't want to give me this one.
yeah, okay.
Fair.
You shouldn't have
Brutal.
conceded it. Shouldn't have conceded.
But I think he would push it.
Oh, you're gonna push it for hockey?
I think he would push it for the hockey. He's already he's burnt. He's like going full ham at this point.
Mhm.
Mhm. You roll it.
Okay.
I'm scared.
I'm gonna lose my leg.
Yeah.
That's where I get
Oh,
injured.
God.
31 out of
God.
60. Whew.
Woo!
What a semester.
Yeah.
You.
I bet you something does happen. What if like at one point Andy loses their shit in in like one of our matches and has to be put in the penalty box because he like gets in like a fist fight with somebody, and that's really not like Andy. Like Andy doesn't do that, but
Yeah.
gets his shit together after maybe a talk with Nate or something, like because he's not
Mhm.
being himself.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think. Well, if Nate saw Andy doing that, he would absolutely like sit down and be like, "Bro, you are, you got to pull it together. You were already looking exhausted. Now you're fighting people. You out of control. Got to, get your head in the game. Got to get your head in the game."
So I think purely out of the power of friendship, Andy aces all of his exams and can bounce back in hockey. You come out of this wrecked. Your body is sore. Your heart hurts. You barely can stay up. But when the cards hit the table, you pass your exams with flying colors. All right, we're gonna roll again. You got some
Woo.
big shoes to fill. Whoever's next.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna do-
gosh.
1d3 now, and it's just gonna move down from there.
2 again.
Well, that's fine because I only did 3, so that's gonna be Nate.
All right, I had a feeling it was me. Here we
All
go.
right, Nate.
The hockey
All right, here we
bros.
The
go.
hockey bros. Come on, bro.
What am I rolling first? Also, how do
so-
I add ghast to my? I've not been able to figure out how to add ghast to my character sheet.
Hit backstory, and
Yeah.
then hit edit mode in the top right corner,
Oh,
and then in your
okay.
phobias and manias, add it.
There it is. I didn't see that. Ghast.
Similar to the
Okay.
burnout, it's gonna come narratively later. But this is
All right.
you gain gas through the events leading up to and including the exams. So
All right.
roll your anthropology for me plus 3
All right.
bonuses.
All right, I got a 4.
Oh
This is an absolute joke.
no. Pray to the
55
call.
versus 4.
Oh,
What are these bonuses? What is that? Just add
Roll
rolling
bonus 3
times?
Yeah.
All right, it's an 8. Brings it down to only a 47.
That's a pretty good roll.
A 4
43.
brings it down to only a 43. Oh wow, we're below a 40. And only
I'm not sure
30
what we're rolling.
37. 37 versus 4.
I will say we've established that your grades aren't super.
They magically
Important?
disappear.
So if you want to push anthropology for your sociology exam, you can. But I will tell you, Naphtali, that you are probably going to be okay.
Yeah. I think can we say that at some point there was a conversation that Nate had with the coaches where he was just super stressed about all of this, and the coaches were like, don't worry about it. You're gonna be fine. I'm like, well, I gotta pass this. No, you're not listening to me. You're gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm. And with the money under the table and the plagiarized essays that just magically appear in professors' documents, I'm sure nothing bad nothing bad will ever happen to Naphtali.
I'm actually writing essays and not knowing that there are other
And
ones
they get
being turned in.
replaced.
Yeah.
So
I
you
just
can
was
go
told to give them to the coaches first, and they would turn them in for me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
They're
nice
the
of you,
proxy.
dude. Sure, yeah. I can hand it to you first.
Roll psychology for your gender relations class.
All right, here we go. Got a 12. Got a strong 12. Here we go.
Ooh, that's better.
Wow.
45 versus 12.
Bonuses?
Let's add the bonuses. Why not?
I was
Brings
kind of
down.
really hoping.
It brings down to a
Do it,
36.
dude. Get it out.
No, not 36. Excuse me. 38. So we get another one. Ooh, it's tasty.
Ooh, an 8.
Brings down to a 30. 30 versus 12. Let's get it. Oh, there we go. 22 versus 12. If I wanted,
You have
I could
10
spend
luck.
10 of my luck to get that down to a 12. Instead, I think I'm just going to ride the lightning and have the complete wrong use of that phrase, but I'm just gonna succeed through hockey.
Cool. I was really hoping you would succeed this class, but it's fine.
Yeah, me too.
I cared. I got really close. I made
Yeah.
a lot of progress.
Honestly, that's the best kind of ally. Roll
Didn't
me a
you
block.
pass one of the rolls before, like oddly, like you rolled like a 2 or a
Yeah.
3 or something on it, and we're like, what?
Yeah, not this time.
So here's the thing. Roll me. I'll leave this up to you, Jeremy, because I think narratively we've set so many standards that Nate is very good at hockey.
Mhm.
You've pushed and sacrificed so much for this that I think rolling for his physical prowess in hockey is not narratively necessary. It's kind of
Right.
like making a barbarian open a stuck door, I feel like.
Yeah. It almost feels out of character. Like it doesn't
You'd be
make any
surprised
sense.
how often
for
the
me to-
barbarian
Yeah.
fails.
Yeah.
And it's always stupid when the
Yeah.
entire party is trying to push a door that just
And
has
the
a little
wizard does it.
cupboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say that you don't have to roll for this.
Mhm.
And you've
Can I
already
roll to
given
see
your
how much I crush it by? Because it's like
Yeah.
if the fact that I feel like it's a given that I'm probably going to stay on the team. Like it's one of those things that I feel like if you're good enough at something, if you put in a lot of work, you are going to be successful, barring some freak occurrence.
Yeah.
Can we
And
see
you
like
have so many people on your back, so I'll,
Right.
pushing you forward. So go ahead and roll me a block. You won't
okay
fail. It'll dictate how well you do. A failure will be
see.
a success, but
block? Here we go. Yeah,
if you fumble this, I swear to God.
it's a 60 versus 7.
Hey! Yeah.
All right.
As
Yeah,
we
narratively, this is-
expected.
Yeah. This is.
Can I
Nate.
push it and take it even see if I can get a better success?
Oh God.
You're crazy, dude. 60
I
out
know.
of 70 is a
I'm out of
pretty
control.
good success.
You can.
You're nuts.
I wanna-
What happens if he fails when he pushes it? Does he still get the 60?
If he fails,
No.
he'll.
You get the second roll. You get whatever your pushed roll is. You don't get the.
If
You don't get to
God,
choose, right?
If he fails the push, I think I will move. I will. God,
Can be a keeper rule.
it'll be like a little. It'll be a minor injury, like a you got to
Okay.
take a break injury.
All right. Here we go. Here we go.
You're doing it? Oh my
I'm
god.
going for it. I'm going
He's-
for it.
He
Here
likes
we go.
the injuries. Oh my gosh!
No.
Are you gonna spend the
I'll
luck?
spend luck.
You
I'll
can't
spend
luck.
on a push roll.
Oh, I
Oh, you
Can't push
can't on a
luck on
push
a
luck.
push.
Yeah.
You
So I
promise
think
on
he-
yourself, Jeremy.
I can only
He
blame
just
myself. I'm
he
not
just
even
likes
mad.
to be
I'm just saying.
injured because then Andy
Yeah.
takes care of him.
Make me some
Um,
soup, Andy, please.
And I think we won't do a scene for this because it's running a bit long. But I think what happens is that you do push yourself. You like champion the team, and when you get injured, there is a glint of joy from Chase, seeing the golden child on the ice take a fall and have to sit out a few games.
Chase is like, it's my time.
And so you leave for a few games, have to rest. Your shoulder's acting up from the dislocation at the beginning of the year, and Chase gets to gloat about how you're not Superman.
Dude, this is probably why Andy shoved somebody and had to get put in the penalty boxes because you got hurt and then he raged.
I think we are running a bit late, so we're gonna leave the candle ceremony, the candle that is now fully done, hidden away in Laura and Ben's apartment. Word of Nate and Andy's successes are coming in as each day they complete one of their exams and get their feedback back. And Nate seems to be doing really well. Andy fucking crushing it. Each of them looking like they're dying slowly. And next episode, when we do 1995, which
Oh
might
my
not necessarily
god.
be the next one, we'll do everyone else's classes. We'll do the ceremony, and we'll see what happens with Wanjala.
All right.
My gosh.
Well,
Oh, the suspense.
well, with that, we are going to wrap up today's episode. Woo!
Woo!
You know, we're fine. Everything's okay.
Yeah.
We're totally not crumbling apart and relationships falling apart. It's fine.
Definitely
But thank you all for watching. We really appreciate it. We hope that you've been enjoying all of this and that if you are enjoying it, that you will think about supporting us. First and foremost, we would like to thank our sponsor. Thank you, Roll20, for sponsoring today's episode. And if you're curious how we've been doing our rolls and how it's been adding the bonuses and stuff like that, that's all through Roll20, which is super handy that it does all of that stuff magically for us because maths is hard. Some people are really good at it, but I feel like on the fly it can be a little bit much. We also have a lot of merch. You can check out our merch at designbyhumans.com/shop/roll4it and get yourself a cozy sweater and a mug to put your hot cocoa in this season, because it is the season. And of course, we would like to thank our supporter today, Thunder Cabbage.
Ah!
Thank you, Thunder, for supporting today's episode. And if you would like to become a supporter like Thunder, you can head on over to our Patreon and support us at Legend tier or above. And not only do you get to support an episode, but you get to play in a private GM'd game by one of our cast members, which is always a lot of fun. And of course, we have a whole slew of other goodies like the after show that we're going to record after this. Character sheets are up there. We have a map of our 2023 area that we're in. And all kinds of other stuff. So, yes, check it out. Of course, you can also become a Twitch sub right here, and that'll give you access to the VODs right away, as well as access to emotes. And if you have an Amazon Prime, you can use that to get yourself a free sub, which is super handy. You can also become a YouTube member over on YouTube, and that gets you access to some of those emotes as well. Whether you're a YouTube member, Twitch subscriber, or Patreon supporter, that gets you access to a private Discord where I'm curious what people think are going to be happening, or what they think the event that has occurred in between 1994 and 2023 was. Now that you're getting a little bit more deets. And of course, there are a lot of non-monetary ways to support us, like watching us live here, making clips. Thank you so much for the clips. We super duper appreciate them. And of course, watching on YouTube, subscribing, liking, commenting, and of course, following us on X and Facebook, liking, sharing, resharing, and commenting over there. That all goes a long way in supporting us. And with that, I'm going to let these wonderful people say where you can find them at, because not only do they roleplay amazing characters here, that I feel like these are all very real. Like this could be like a movie for sure. They also do lots of other cool stuff on the internet where you can follow them. So we're going to kick things off right away with our keeper, the Mind Right. Where can people find you at when you are not traumatizing us all back into college?
I've done it. I've jumped back into the pool of Twitch. It's been a while, and I know that all of my millions of followers have missed me, but I'm back finally. And as of this episode airing, I'm built it back up. I'm up to 2 million followers now, 100,000s of congruent viewers every stream, and you can be one of them if you go to twitch.tv/Kelly's channel. That's right, it's my channel, KELLYS channel, and you know, I'll still love you even if there's, 500,000 viewers, which sometimes there are. So that's it. That's my only plug.
All right. Next up, we've got Katie. Where can people find you at when you are not moving in with your new mans?
That's so exciting for Laura and Ben.
Yeah.
I was
Nothing
excited
can go
about
wrong.
that. Nothing will go wrong. We're doing some rituals, just some cute new home things. I'm Katie Peters Plays. You can find me on Twitch at Katie Peters Plays. Right now, I just finished The Evil Within. I'm going to be playing The Evil Within 2 soon, more Baldur's Gate 3 soon, because I need to finish that game, and it will take me years to do it. But that's over at katiepetersplays.tv. All my socials are there. My podcasts are over there. I'm over there. And that's
You're at like
how
16
I'll
million
end it.
followers now, right?
Yeah, I'm at like 16, maybe 17 million at the end of this episode.
An aspiration, truly. One day, I hope.
I know one day we can all reach that level.
Next up, we have Jeremy. Where can people find you at when you are not getting more injuries? And yeah.
You can find me on Three Black Halflings. It's a podcast. Go look at wherever pods are cast. You like TTRPGs, you like diversity, you like inclusivity. Go check us out. You like laughing, feeling good. That's us. Go listen to Three Black Halflings. Also, I'm here on Twitch, twitch.tv/casualquestlive, streaming Mondays with Kelly and Shar. We're playing Baldur's Gate 3 co-op mode, but I also stream Tuesdays, which is Fallout New Vegas, Thursdays, which is currently Metal Gear Solid, and then Sundays, which is more Baldur's Gate 3, which is a solo run. Fun times are happening over here. And then if you want to follow me individually, you can follow me on Twitter at JeremyCod1. That's Cod with 2 B's and the number 1. Also that on Blue Sky, although I don't know if that's going to take off or replace Twitter anytime soon. We'll see. Also on Instagram at the Cobmeister. Yeah, that's all me. That's me.
Last but not least, we have Shar. Where can people find you at when you are not pregnant?
Imagine if I was.
You're like, well, funny you should mention that.
I mean,
you can find me
pregnant
at
with?
Charlene Bayer on all social media. I am usually the DM on our D&D show at Tabletop Titties, but currently I am in an arc where I get to play a PC. I am Bumble the Fairy, who's a cleric, and she's bodacious and awesome and
Oh my
fun.
gosh, her art's so cute.
Check it out. That's all I will say today.
All right. And I'm Margaret Crone. You can find me at Margaret Crone in all the places except for TikTok, where I'm Margaret Crone 1337 because someone has my name. But I do lots of things on the internet, and if you'd like to see those things, just follow me to see them. I also make games and video games for a living, and I'm currently working on a project called Ashes of Creation, and you can find it at Ashes of Creation in all the places. And with that, we are going to wrap this up and go record an after show. So thank you all so much for joining us. Stay safe. Beware of Ouija boards, and don't curse other people to be separated from their families. And we'll see you all next week. Bye.